What I'm sick of is I'm tired of playing against fires. I'm tired of playing with companions. I'm tired of playing with or against Luca and Agent and Winota and Breach and look, just throw it all in the bin. Just scrap it. Start over. We've got banded restricted announcement that's going to be affecting standard and historic, and then also there will be a change to the it will be address the companion mechanic, which means they'll either change it or remove it or ban it or something, and that will impact likely all formats that can run it. Now, the only format that's currently not affected by any of these issues is the one bastion of true good fun magic that is still left, Tron notwithstanding, Pauper. And it's good. It's good. It's still good. If people like good, fun magic that doesn't feel oppressive, again, Tron notwithstanding, that usually requires very few bans, and is a very, very much alive, living, breathing metagame that can shift and contort into whatever it needs to over time. Now, granted, it does take a while to do so, but it does work. So at the moment in Pauper, one of the better styles of decks, the sort of three main pillars of the format. You've got Tron, like I said, which is basically a prison deck. You want to assemble Trons and a couple of things so that you can essentially play a Stonehorn Dignitary, which is a 4-mana 1/4 that says when it enters the battlefield, your target opponent skips their next combat step. So what that means is you can keep flickering that and it will keep stacking. Because of the way it's worded, it's not the one in their next turn, it's the next one. So if they've skipped 4 already, if they're going to skip the next 4 and you flicker it one more time, they're going to skip a 5th one. Which is horrible. But that aside, like I said, Tron notwithstanding, the foil to those kind of decks are Delver decks because they're fast and they have some disruption. So we have that. This is what we're playing today. Now, what we would tend to lose to will be something more along the lines of, say, like the Boros decks. So the Boros decks are sort of like mid-range decks that are sort of working on sort of value engines and stuff, using like Core Skyfisher and Prophetic Prism and stuff to get some general advantage. That's more traditional one. There's a more aggressive version that runs like Secret of the Way and that kind of thing. And uses Fateless Looting to gain incidental value. It's it's a very fun deck and sort of goes a bit more wide and uses stuff like Rally the Peasants to have sort of like a combo kind of finish. Hopefully we won't run into much of that today, but if we do, we have a couple of cards to deal with. But they're the three main pillars of the format, and everything else sort of lies somewhere in between them on this little triangle, on this delta, and it's sweet. It's really sweet. Anytime I'm sick of playing a specific format, I go to Pauper and I feel great. It's very rare, very, very rare. When something is very definitely needing a ban, like around the time of Astrolabe, then yeah, we got a problem. But it's not very often that happens. So, what is the deck and what are we looking to do? Well, we're a Delver deck, as you can see. Delver Secrets, we got it here. Most people have seen this before. If you haven't, it's a 1 blue for a 1/1 human wizard, and at the beginning of your upkeep, look at the top card of your library. You may reveal that card. If an instant or sorcery card is revealed this way, you transform Delver of Secrets, and it turns into a 3/2 flyer. So this is a hugely popular archetype in Legacy, in particular, because you use a lot of like really, really cheap spells and just sort of tempo your opponent out. Tempo game is very good in Legacy, and it's pretty good here too. And so yeah, we're looking to utilize stuff like this. Now, our main win conditions would be both Delver of Secrets and Gurmag Angler. Gurmag Angler, essentially a 1-mana 5-drop, because you'll just put cards into your bin and then you delve them away, and that's it. So what are we looking to do with that? Hold on, let me just get some stuff in order over here. So what are we looking to do with that? Well, what we're looking to do is we're looking to sort of play these out. We're looking to control the board. Play these out and then just close the game relatively quickly. So in order for us to control the board, we can do stuff like counter spells. So the main counter spell that we have here is, well, actual factual counter spell, blue counter target spell. We've all seen this 1,000 times. It's as good a card here as it is anywhere else. We also have Deprive, which is another 2 copies of Counterspell, except with the caveat that you have to return a land you control to your hand in order to cast it. Now, we can mitigate this by the fact that we are a Mystic Sanctuary deck. So, Mystic Sanctuary is an island, and is a battlefield tapped unless you control 3 or more islands. But if you do control 3 or more islands, you can put a target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard on top of your library. Very nice. So we can sort of set up our draws and stuff. This also works very nicely with Tragic Lesson, which is another little wombo combo that we have, where we can pay 3 at instant speed to draw 2 cards and then return Mystic Sanctuary to our hand. Then on the next turn we can play it and we can put the Tragic Lesson back on top of our library. It's a constant card advantage engine that we have there, so that's nice too. We also have a Spell Pierce because, well, Spell Pierce is great. Spell Pierce is always great in basically any format that it's in. It's one of my favorite cards of all time. In fact, it is so loved by me that my good friend Ian, when he was a few months ago when he was in Japan, had brought me back. I don't know if you can see it here. Let me just skip over to the face camera in case you didn't know my love for this card. Here is a Japanese version of Spell Pierce here. I keep this sitting on my keyboard at all times to look at it because, well, I love Spell Pierce and it makes me feel good. So that's there. Spell Pierce is there and that's really good. Now, in order for us to basically control the board, like we said, we can counter stuff, but we also have to be able to kill stuff. So we have a couple of ways of doing that as well. We have Echoing Decay, particularly good against, like I said, those Boros decks that go wide, or the likes of Elves decks as well. 1 and a black for an instant. Target creature and all other creatures with the same name as that creature get -2/-2 until end of turn. This is quite nice for stuff like Squadron Hawk, or like I said, Elves, that kind of thing. This is very good. Also Delver. We have Agony Warp, which is kind of a 2-for-1, sort of. Blue-black, instant, creature gets -3/-0 until end of turn, and target creature gets -0/-3 until end of turn. You could target 2 different creatures with this, so that can be nice. You can kill a creature and nerf another one for a turn. We also have 3 extremely powerful removal spells in the form of Snuff Out. 3 and a black for an instant, but we're not going to be paying that because if we control a swamp, we can pay 4 life instead and destroy target non-black creature. It can't be regenerated. So essentially, this is kind of the dismember of the format. You do have to be running black, but that's not really that big of a deal. It's incredibly powerful. Incredibly powerful. And then we also have, this is the newest card that's being added to this deck, Suffocating Fumes. 2 and a black instant. Creatures our opponents control get -1/-1 until end of turn, and a cycling 2. So if our opponent is playing Tron or something, we could cycle this away, find a better card. If our opponent is playing like go-away tokens like the Boros strategies, Boros Bully as it's called, this is fantastic for basically destroying their entire board. Now, like I said, we have card advantage as well in the form of Tragic Lesson, but we also have Thorn of the Black Rose, which makes us the Monarch, but it's also got that touch, so it's a nice little blocker too. This is quite useful because once we have a lot of stuff to be able to deal with our opponent's threats and everything, so once we have this down and we can control the board, we just keep drawing gas while we spend maybe 1 mana for an Angler, 1 or 2 mana for a couple Delvers, and just win the game like that. We also have this is the final creature in the deck, is Augur of Bolas, one that was downshifted a couple of years ago to common. And it's a fantastic card. It's a 2 mana 1/3 ETB. Look at the top 3 cards of your library, reveal an instant or sorcery, put it into your hand with the rest in the bottom of your library in any order. Now, in most formats, this basically has the text of when it enters the battlefield, look at the bottom 3 cards of your library, because it's not particularly reliable. Whereas here, we've quite a few instant and sorcery spells here. So we have 15, 9 is 24, 25. We've 26. So the chances of us whiffing on this is quite low indeed. Then one of the other cards that sort of just sticks out as a bit weird, but it's there, is Boomerang. This will kind of go into interaction here, which is return target permanent to its owner's hand. So you can bounce a Tron land, you can bounce a creature, you can bounce a whatever, it doesn't matter. Blue, no questions asked, get that out of here. And then we can run Brainstorm, and we can play Brainstorm outside of Legacy, meaning that we can play Brainstorm for under $1,000, which is nice. Let's be real, it's nice. It's very nice. It feels really, really, really good. And it is an incredibly high skill level card. So, but the thing with Brainstorm is that the real power with it is that you can then fetch away what you don't need. That's why we have, well, the fetches of Pauper, really. We have 1 Terramorphic Expanse and 4 Evolving Wilds. So that's essentially 5 fetches that allow us to shuffle away. But we also have Ash Barrens, which can tap for a colorless, which is fine. But it has basic land cycling. So you pay 1, discard this, go get a basic of your choice, and there you go. So that powers up Brainstorm like crazy in this deck. And then we also have Preordain, because insanely powerful cantrips like this are legal in this format, so why would we not run them? That's basically the deck. Then we just have some, like I said, islands to work with Mystic Sanctuary, and then a couple swamps because we have a light black splash. And then in the sideboard, we have 3 Stormbound Geist. This is really, really good against like Delver strategies, that kind of thing, or as an additional threat. We also have 3 Blue Elemental Blast and 1 Hydro Blast. Now, this is a 5/0 list from recently. I don't know why there's a split. Maybe it's just that that's what the player had, but that's fine. We have 2 Dispel as well, which is quite nice. Very, very good against like Burn or other counterspell decks and that kind of thing. We have 2 Diabolic Edict. Should we ever come across a Bogles-like opponent, we can use this to get rid of big things or other things like Crushers and that kind of stuff. Then we also have 2 Unexpected Fangs, another new addition, which I honestly wasn't expecting. I wasn't expecting this to show up at all, but it is showing up in sideboards where 1 in a black instant, put a +1/+1 counter and a lifelink counter on target creature. So what this does is you slap this onto a Gurmag Angler, suddenly your Angler is a 6/6 lifelinker, or your Delver is a 4/3 flying lifelinker, which is much more powerful. And then finally, to round it off, we have 2 Relic of Progenitus, because we don't use our graveyard a whole lot outside of Gurmag Angler, but it is still good to be able to disrupt it if we need it. So with that said, let's go and play some games, shall we? Let's jump in. Oh no, Magic Online has the audio on. I don't know why that is. Let's get all that down and get rid of that. Hey, Happy Smasher, what's going on? Welcome along. Playing some Pauper today. No companions, no fires, no crap. Just gonna wait it out for the ban and restricted announcement on Monday. Hopefully, I'm happy to talk about it. Though I've talked a lot about it lately, to be perfectly honest. The sound is cool. I like the sound. So we can start on a Delver. That's pretty good. So we got this to be able to use the Echoing Decay. Thorn of Black Rose is our late game plan. Brainstorm can set up the flip for Delver if we don't blind flip it. So can Preordain. So yeah, this seems pretty good. We're on the draw, but we'll see how this goes. We will see. I land. Oh, Delver as well. All right. Well, they've the advantage of being on the play. So now, not everybody enjoys Delver decks. To be perfectly honest, not everyone enjoys Delver decks. So it wouldn't be a surprise if there are a lot of Delver decks out at the moment, because Delver is actually quite strong. Normally, it's the Izzet version that is strong, but at the moment, it's kind of both. There's the Dimir version that we're running and the Izzet version that our opponent might be running. Blind flip? Is it a blind flip? No. Good stuff. Good stuff. You love to see it. Love to see it. Okay, our hand is a little black heavy. Okay, it looks like they're the Dimir version as well. Land, draw card. Yeah, that's fine. That is all good. Alright, let's see if we can blind flip a Delver, because that would be beautiful. Are they missing a land drop? Oh, are they missing a land drop? Oh, I'm not blocking that. They missed a land drop. Alright, always yield. Do I want to reveal Mystic Sanctuary? No, I don't. I think what I want to do is I think I want to actually... This is an interesting one. I'm going to go to combat anyway. I think what I want to do here, I might want to brainstorm. I might want to brainstorm because I think I just want to overall increase the state of my hand. Okay. That's interesting. Okay, let's put back an angler and I think a thorn. Yeah. An evolving wilds, and I'll fetch this away now. Because it's not going to flip the Delver, so I'd rather have the black available for next turn. So yeah, there's a lot of things to consider when you're brainstorming. It's a weird card. It's one that I haven't actually played enough with, to be perfectly honest, despite the fact that I've played a lot with it. But Alright, let's see what I get. Does it flip? No flip. Nice. Nice. There is a chance that our opponent is on just a straight up blue version, like mono blue Delver. But I don't know. So far we haven't seen any. Oh god. Well, our opponent's gonna have a bad turn. His Echoing Decay is gonna feel so good, so very good. Yes, I'd love to reveal a preordain. I'm gonna decay you. Oh, that felt so good. They should not have done that. I'm gonna play Sanctuary out, even though it's no value, but you know what? It's fine. So we have 3 of their threats dead. They have no recursion in their deck. No Delver deck that I'm aware of has recursion. So this is quite nice. This is very much looking like a mono blue version, but the Thought Scare is what's throwing me, because Thought Scare is normally seen in the Dimir versions. Though Dimir isn't even really running it either, so I don't know what to think of this, to be honest. Do I even want to do anything, or do I want to just keep beating down? Because I think holding up this counterspell is just a decent call. No, you know what? Let's try and get a land. Let's try and keep ahead. All right, cool. That'll work. I think put on top. I think I just want to make sure I hit my lands here. I don't see them coming back from this, to be perfectly honest. Okay, so they are a second color. They wouldn't be running Evolving Wilds and Brainstorm otherwise. Brainstorm's fine. I'm not really concerned about that. Could be that their hand was actually just terrible and it might have been correct to counterspell the Brainstorm there. But we'll see, I guess. So they're Dimir as well. They're Dimir too. Okay. I think I'm gonna jam an angler this turn. Okay, do I want to end of turn brainstorm to help fill the bin because my hand is pretty good anyway and this brainstorm is otherwise going to be dead? I think I do. This actually works kind of nicely. Put back this and the swamp. So now I will draw the Evolving Wilds. I will fetch with the Evolving Wilds to get rid of the other land on top. And then that will add the final card to... Okay, they got Snuff Out. That's pretty alright. Yeah. Okay, that'll add another card into the bin for other stuff. So yeah, this works out well. Let's fetch... I don't think we need to fetch the last swamp, so I'll just get an island. I would like to... I think Preordain here. Bottom, draw Suffocating Fumes, not great, but let's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. Alright, this is looking pretty okay. Just need to make sure they don't have a removal spell and counter spell backup. That would be what sort of wrecks us here, but we also have another Delver, so I'm not too worried. I think it was correct to counterspell that Brainstorm at the time. Let's make them get rid of the counterspell that they always definitely have in their hand. Oh, they didn't have it? Beautiful, beautiful. No problems there. Alright. Let's just go to combat. No blockery dues. Okay. Let's cycle this. Should have done 2 islands actually, because yeah. No big deal. No big deal. Doesn't matter if I play out Thorn now. I don't expect them to have a counterspell if they didn't counter my counter to get their own angler out, which seems weird. So I think now of all times is a good time to try and jam this. It'd be highly unusual for them to not counter my counterspell after then having this. So I think it's right. Tragic Lesson, okay. Okay. Doesn't do a lot for them, to be honest. Okay. If we survive this turn, we will be in a very, very good position. As in, like, if they don't manage to steal the monarchy this turn, we're in a good spot. So they would have to kill the Thorn now, get the Augur in. Yeah, that's what they've done. Okay. Yeah, so they can get it this turn. That gets them a spell, but like, or it gets them a card, sorry, not a spell. So maybe it's not all that good. Maybe it's not enough. It's a risky ass play. Ah, Echoing Truth. Ah ha ha ha. That's a pain. That's a pain. But they're tapped out now, so I mean we can kind of go ham here. Wow. Anglertron. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Can't really get another one out, which is unfortunate, but we do have counterspell backup, so that's something. It is entirely possible that they can actually win this now off the back of the Monarch, and maybe the Monarch was the wrong call to play out there, but we'll see. We'll see. Mirrors with these kind of decks are very very interesting, always. Okay, they're gonna draw a card. We're gonna crack first. Sure. Okay. My turn. My turn. That's a nice draw. Alright, yeah, time to go to combat. Boop. Get the boops. Good stuff, good stuff. I don't want to just play the Delver here. I want to hold up double counterspell. That feels much better than just tapping all of my mana. So yeah, I'll double counter instead. The likelihood of them pulling out of this now is deteriorating somewhat, but we will see. Yeah, land cycling, that's fine. That's fine. That doesn't do anything. Why they tap the black, I'm not sure. Okay. Their hand needs to have like removal spell, double counter spell in order for them to survive this turn. And if they do, we've got the Tragic Lesson loop, so I don't see how this would yeah, nice. Good stuff. Let's get sideboarding. Alright, so what do we want to bring in? They have minimal creatures, really, so Diabolic Edict might be okay to have, but I'm not wild on it. I'm gonna take an Angler. I'm probably gonna take one or two Anglers. Bring in a Stormbound Geist. I think Thorn is the wrong thing for this matchup. Suffocating Fumes also doesn't feel great. And then the Dispels come in. There is a chance that we would have to start racing, and if we do start racing, because we're both trying to do the same thing, Unexpected Fangs may not be terrible here. It may not be terrible. So we have to bring in the Edicts because they're ways of dealing with Anglers ourselves. Just notice this. I'm going to pull one Snuff Out, and what else can we remove? Because see, these kill Delvers on like turn 1 or whatever, and that's great. Or whenever we're tapped out even. So they're fine. Agony Warp kills a lot of the stuff, but maybe Snuff Out's just not that great. Maybe I'll drop an Augur. I'm kind of considering the relics here because they'll likely bring in stuff like Stormbound Geist too. And we can use a relic at the right time to snipe a Stormbound Geist. We can also use it to slow down their Anglers and stuff. I think I like that plan. I'll try it. We're the game up, so we can afford to sideboard poorly for one game, right? Alright, let's have a look. We got a Brainstorm. That's gonna help. Basically, this medium hand is now a real good hand. Well, potentially. So yeah, I'll keep this. Oh, big old stretch.
Well, hello.
Oh, Leanna's made it home.
Alive.
Alive, despite not wearing a helmet while on a bicycle like a very bold person.
I don't have a helmet.
You've my helmet. Use my helmet.
Okay.
What you got? Oh, you got hot sauce. You got sake, Mirren.
I got
And bok choy.
Mirren. Is this sake?
Oh.
Yes.
Are you trying to tell me that we're gonna have chicken karaage tonight?
I'm trying to tell you that it's important.
Very nice.
Okay.
Very, very nice.
Oh, well, you poppering away there.
Yeah, it feels good. Feels real good. We're gonna ship the turn over. Double Brainstorm is a bit weird here. But you know what? It's fine. It's better now that we have a second fetch. Let's Brainstorm, I guess. Let's put 2 cards back. Let's put back the Swamp. And We just put back both swamps, play the fetch, go get a... No, we keep one swamp, we keep... this is interesting. I think we actually get rid of the brainstorm. I don't think we need this anymore now. And then we just play Evolving Wilds, and yeah, we'll pass over. I think that was the right play. This is always an interesting style of deck. Thoughtscare milling over Delver and Island. Preordained. Okay, well they're doing some digging. They're doing some digging. What do they do with those cards? They bottomed 2, so that's good for us. It means they're trying to find something, but they're not finding it. By the looks of it, it's another land. So if we keep hitting our land drops like we're doing now, we might be in a very good position. Leon's just over in the corner here, dying off. Water went down the wrong way on her. Boo earns. Boo earns. Tempted to Evolving Wilds here. No, you know what? I'll play the swamp. This gives us greater options. This way we can choose to counter something if we want to, or we can kill something if we want to. So I think this is good. It's very typical that we drew both of the anglers that I left in the deck. So far this feels like we both haven't sideboarded at all, despite both of us probably sideboarding a reasonable amount. They brainstorming. I think I'm actually going to counter this one. I think it's worth it. They're missing their land drops. This might let us land a threat, which I'm probably pretty happy with, to be honest. Oh, brainstorm and fetch again. Do I want to do that, or do I want to hold up counterspell for an angler? This is the thing. I think what I want to do is I want to play Evolving Wilds here, right? I'm going to pass the turn, right? The reason for this, I'm not brainstorming on my turn and fetching away and stuff, is because if my opponent has something that I want to counter, for example, they can play an angler this turn. If I brainstorm fetch, then I can't use counterspell. However, if I hold on till now, I can counterspell if I need it, and then if I don't need it, then I can brainstorm, crack, fetch, end of turn. So I think no matter what, I'm in a pretty reasonable position here. This is an angler. They're taking a minute to do it, so this counterspell is going to find a home. Yep. No, thank you, good sir. And I'm going to leave this Evolving Wilds for a moment. Actually, am I? Am I going to leave it for a moment? Yeah, I think I am. Okay, so I think I want to do a brainstorm here now. Oh, the relic is nice. I'm going to put back... I'm going to put back an island. I think an angler. Then I'm going to fetch. I'm going to get another island. Because that way next turn I can Mystic... Or this turn I can Mystic Sanctuary to get a... This is nice actually. Mystic Sanctuary. Put a counterspell on top. Yes. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, Get my own angler. Play a relic. Now, yeah, we sequence that nicely. So yeah, there's not a whole lot that they can do this turn, I don't think. Like, they might be able to get a threat down, but I don't know if they have enough resources available to be able to protect it, so we should be able to kill it. Yeah, like, they can preordain and stuff all they want. It's not going to really do anything, so I'm okay with this. If they want to cast a couple of things now just to try and... Yeah, that's not ideal, but you know what? It's fine. So we know we're getting a counterspell here. Let's preordain. I'm going to bottom this. I think I have enough resources that I'm okay with taking a preordain and just doing it again. I think I'm okay with this, but I want the Geist, because this is very resilient to removal. So essentially, this is a 2/2 with flying and undying. That can only block creatures with flying. So essentially, this is a 2/2 flyer, and when it dies, it goes to the graveyard, it triggers, and then what happens is... Actually, I want to put a stop there. There is a chance that they... yeah. I just wanted to make sure that I got that... got something out of their graveyard. So, yeah, so it'll trigger and it'll come back with a +1/+1 counter if it didn't already have one, which it didn't. So, we're kind of all good. Kind of all good. Let's go to combat. Boop ya. This is likely the thing that's going to win us the game now. Honestly, I think I'm actually going to crack this. Yeah, I think I'm going to crack it now because there are a couple of things that I can draw that I would maybe want to play on my turn. So, brainstorm, not great here. But you know what? We've got good options here, I guess.
Do you want tea?
Yeah, I have tea. Thank you. Tragic Lesson. Do we want to do anything about that? Yeah, I think I do. If we counter that, then they can't rebuy it with Mystic Sanctuary, so that keeps them out of that loop. If they play another Mystic Sanctuary now, one of like two maybe in the deck. Yeah, see, like they needed to get the card advantage engine online. This is just gonna stick around. They need like 2 or 3 removal spells for it. That was nice. That was nice. That's basically sort of how you play a Delver deck. You know, you get yourself lined up, you know, you use your brainstorms to sculpt your hand and stuff, get rid of the cards that you don't want and need, and yeah, it's just really, really good. It's fun. It's fun as heck as well. Your question about the chat rules. Any kind of hate will lead to an instant ban, but you hate to ferry. That's not really... That... Listen, right? Listen. That's not what it means, and you know it. You know it. Welcome along, bud. Welcome along. Silence, goof. Yeah, playing some good old fashioned, no companions, no bollocks. Fun stuff. Fun stuff. This hand is kind of okay, actually. Yeah, well, here's the thing. I couldn't find something that would fit everything in that list, so I don't know. Oh, I'm not taking part tomorrow. I'm gonna probably take a bit of a break. But I would, yeah, I would suggest it, because deck idea for me tomorrow. Oh no, if I'm taking part in it, I can't stream it. Like the last time I got wrecked, so wrecked. I think I'll keep this. It's a weird hand, but I'll keep it. But go on, tell me, what's the deck idea? If you say Jeskai Lukka Yorion Fires, I'm gonna take a poo on the desk. No, I'm not gonna. Not really. But I won't say that I won't. No, I will. I won't. No, you don't know what I'm gonna do. Alright, we've got at least 2 colors coming at us here. That's likely another Delver deck, so there's that. Let's play Mystic Sanctuary and pass. Jiang Yangu and Glimmerbell and Leyline of Abundance. Glimmerbell? Oh yeah, the untappy thing. Oh, okay, I see. So what's the infinite mana payoff there? This is I was about to be like, is it mono blue Delver, but turns out is it Delver, which is weird. But leyline counters, yeah. That's not bad. That's not actually that hard to assemble either. Especially considering everyone's just off doing dumb stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna get this down now. Just a good ramp deck, like, yeah. Augur Bolus. When I enter the battlefield, look at the bottom 3 cards of your library. God damn it. God damn it. Pants all the way. You know what? You're right. You're right. Pants all the way. Selesnya version of Pants is real good. Yeah, but are you really making a statement with a reasonably well-designed deck, or are you just going to go monocolored and just ignore literally anything the opponent is doing at all and have no card advantage? See, the mono white Pants had a real feeling of like, oh, the Pants that could, you know? This is how we lose the game, by the way. But we're going to bounce this, so it's fine. Don't worry about it. The downside of this deck is that we don't have Ninja. And honestly, I don't know why we don't have Ninja. Excuse me? They're playing... What? Are they playing Temur Delver in Pauper? What is this? What is this? I don't understand. Okay, so I'm in a bit of an awkward position here because I think I need to find my other land. I think I need to find another land. But cycling this away feels terrible. I didn't even find it, so you know what? Yeah, we're probably gonna lose. Probably gonna. Sometimes this just happens. So yeah. Oh, of one mind. Sure. Fairy Miscreant. Sure. Okay. Just get a swamp off the top. Come on. That's all we need. Swamp off the top. Let's go. You kidding me? You actually kidding me right now? Alright. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. This is not a good example of how this deck works. Kind of want to bounce the Fairy Miscreant. I don't want to bounce the Ninja because then they can ninjutsu it with Fairy Miscreant. So this way the Augur needs to be removed in order for them to get the Ninja in. And honestly, that's like the most important thing right now. Is can you get the Ninja in? Okay, I have one mind. Sure. They're still at 7 cards. Jesus. What now? Nylea's present. What is this? When it's the battlefield, draw a card. Enchanted land is every basic type in addition to its other type. Sure, I guess. Seems weird, but okay. Swamp. No. I mean, I guess Brainstorm. I'm gonna end up Brainstorm locking myself here, but like, not much I can do about it. Need to hit my lands. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. We got a Terramorphic Expanse. Oh, sweet baby Jesus. All right. Yeah, I'm not using Torn in this matchup. And honestly, I think everything is too slow for. Yeah, stick the brainstorm back. Yeah, let's go. Just go fetch with this now, so I don't forget about it. Got a swamp. And let's hope against hope that they. I don't know what they could do here. They could play Fairy Miscreant, attack Ninjutsu another ninja in, play Miscreant again. That's like the worst case scenario. But honestly, that's okay because we could just kill a bunch of stuff with Echoing Decay, so. Is it really that bad? Like if they, the worst thing they can do here for us now, the worst thing that they can do is attack with this Fairy Miscreant, ninjutsu in another ninja, bring this back to their hand, then play it again and draw another card. That'll leave them at like 7 cards in hand still. Actually it would be, yeah, it'd still be 7 cards in hand. Sorry, no, it would be 8 cards in hand at that stage because you would go up 1 from the ninja miscreant deal combat damage bit. So yeah, so if they attack now, they ninjutsu, miscreant goes back to their hand, they're up to 8, but the ninja comes in, so they're down to 7, deals damage, draw a card. That's 8. Then they play the miscreant, go down to 7, draw a card, go to 8. Yeah, it's 8. Which isn't not good, but like we're also not. We're also not low on resources either, so like at some point soon we're going to be able to like double spell after playing a threat like an angler, so kind of okay with that. Here we go. Here's the sitch. Here's the sitch. No blockers. You got a ninjutsu? They're gonna do it. This feels like what they're doing, yeah. Now if we get a swamp off the top, we basically get to ruin their day. Look at that. I had the read on him. Just like that. Alright, so they're discarding the hand size, but they're tapped out. Swamp off the top. There's a very real chance of us winning. Doesn't, but we get to kill 2 ninjas, and that is sweet. That is really sweet. Yeah, and we're going to combat because, well, there's nothing better to do. Triple counterspell is a bit odd. But at least we have a counter for every turn for the next couple of turns, at least. With the Fairy Miscreants, they don't do a whole lot by themselves, so that's kind of fine-ish, but I'm confused by this Nylea's presence, though. Like, this seems like what is their game plan here? What are they planning to do with this? It doesn't make a lot of sense. Like if they're thinking that something like this is like Astrolabe or something, this is about, oh, it's a Rioters deck. Okay. Well that's getting countered. It's a 5-color domain. Basically, they use Maka Rioters. Parent toughness equal to number of basic land types among lands you control. This is going to be unfortunate for our opponent to see, but we have another Echoing Decay. Oh, this is going to be good. Trabes. Yep. Jeez, they've so much card advantage in that list, though. It's really something else. Okay, we got a 14, but we're going to basically just wreck the board here, so kind of okay with how we're doing. Angler off the top. Unfortunately, we cannot do much with that right now. We could have done Tragic Lesson, tried to hit a land, but honestly, I didn't want to risk it. Yeah, we're just kind of at a stalemate here now. It doesn't look like they could afford to run many counters in addition to, like, everything they've played so far has been incredibly proactive, so I'm not really expecting many counters, to be honest. If they have one here, I'd be surprised because it would be an inherent tension within the deck itself. They could have another Rioters or something here. Of one mind, sure. Sure. They're going to 6 cards again. They have so much card advantage. It's nuts. They're nearly turn 8, and they've gotten 28 cards out of their deck so far. 28. That's an average of drawing like 3 cards a turn. That's bonkers. Bonkers. Alright, that's kind of cool. But I think at this point, we can afford a Tragic Lesson. I think Thorn is a liability here. So I'm going to pitch it. Then let's get an Angler out. Actually, let's... Hang on. Let's play the island first. Angler... We're not too concerned about what we're doing here, so I want to hold on to a couple of things. Get rid of Suffocating Fumes, get rid of Brainstorm, get rid of this, get rid of 1 Echoing Decay, get rid of 1 Counterspell. Yeah, all the rest is fine. And then at this point, we can start getting a couple of points in here. They're obviously going to block 1 with Raven Inspector, or just not at all because YOLO. It is all without Astrolabe, but like, it's janky as hell though. Like, I know Abundant Growth and all that are like pretty decent cards, but like they're not Astrolabes going to any deck good. That sucks. That I was not expecting. Okay. Oh, I'm one thirsty boy today. Very thirsty.
Yeah, I forgot my water when I went for my treat.
Yeah, I didn't bring water on our exercise. Oh no.
It was real dumb.
Another Jesus. Ninja, come on. What the? So much value. This is insane. Ninja, like 5-color ninja domain. What's happening here? I don't even know how I deal with, like, just bring in every piece of removal that I have. Like, I don't know what to do. It seems ridiculous. Okay, something good. Pretty good, actually. Pretty good. I want to do it now while I have a chance, I guess. Alright, sick. Let's go. Okay, now I want to play out Angler, but I want to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can leave one thing in the bin. I think it's going to be Tragic Lesson because that's the best payoff for Mystic Sanctuary. Do I care about this? They don't have any more. You know what? No, I'm gonna counter this. I fear they have the 4th ninja, and I don't want to give them the opportunity to have a flyer to fly it in. So, yeah, I'm taking that opportunity. I know that means that I'm basically out of resources now, and dear God, they're grinding hard. But like, hopefully we can get through this. We're the beatdown now. We have the pressure. We just have to hope they don't have yet more removal. Which is entirely possible, because if they've got one journey to nowhere, they've got multiples. So we will see. Another Thrabes. Okay, that's fine. Drawing a card. Yeah. It's just cantrips and threats. That's all they have. They've basically nothing else. Surprised we've only seen one of the Maka Rioters so far, though. That's actually the most surprising thing, I think. Alright, well that's pretty decent. Ooh. I really like leaving a Delver on top, maybe? No, actually no. I'm gonna take this though. Deprive is so good here. Baron Zio, welcome along, buddy. How you doing? How are you today? Chilling out with us here with our complete lack of companions, fires, Lukka Yorion bullshit. Yeah. Dimir, Pauper nonsense. It's been really fun so far. It's been really fun. I didn't expect to enjoy the Dimir version as much as I do, but I do. And despite the fact that, like, Is It Fairies or Is It Delver is like the best deck in the format at this point in time, I think I prefer this version. I think possibly. I think it's something to do with the way that the splash works. I hate super light splashes because what the fuck? Deal X damage to any target. Number what? No. No, I'm not having you do that to me. Don't be blasting my face. Tribal Flames. Lunatics! You know you're still baiting heads with Phyrexian Obliterator. Up to diamond with an Splittery. Nice. What's that? No, counter. Ew. Ew. Yeah, it's pretty dirty. It's pretty dirty. For 2 mana as well, like I've seen this domain deck run before. It's very good. It's very good, but like it's hard to pilot. And it's also super proactive, which is kind of oddly I don't know. Very weird. Yeah, so there's Rioters. So that'll be able to contest with our Angler. You got from Plat 4 to High Plateau in like 2 days. Yeah, nice. I've been having horrendous time in an absolutely horrendous time in Historic. It's just been Nexus decks and Winota decks. Nexus and Winota, just all day, every day. Hating it. Oh, and Field, yes. And Lukka. You know what? It's actually possibly my most hated format right now. Okay, so here's the hard part now. I think you ever come across any? What? I'm gonna put Tragic Lesson on top because I think I need to draw into more stuff. Yes, use the ability, put it on top. I'm holding this as some form of bluff. Yeah. Your decks all pair up super well with field. Reasonable. Not good enough. Yeah, see, when I was playing in the casual queues with testing out some decks, Is It Blitz did really, really well, but then like as soon as you go into thing, it's just like, oh well, I'm Teferi, also fog, infinite turns, and I'm like, listen here, you little shit. You're not good enough for Mythic. I'm not good enough. I'm apparently not good enough for Diamond. I spent 2 hours sitting here last night trying to get up, but like, yeah, Nexus is absolute. Oh, it's garbage. Oh, hate it. This feels like they have another Rioter on the way. So I'm not ecstatic about this, but we will see. To be fair, you think the format could really be good for next? Yes, I agree entirely. Yes, absolutely. This core Skyfisher will be the death of us. I think it's a format that can just about handle fires. Honestly, fires is like it did exactly what I said it was going to do. It was going to do one of two things: either absolutely nothing, or be busted and probably need a ban. And let's be real, it probably needs a ban. We can probably just deck our opponent at this point, because it's turn 12 and they have 14 cards left in their library. So, I don't know what they plan on doing here, but I better start doing something soon. I think I want to top it like this. Oh my. Okay. Put Tragic Lesson back on top. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna basic land cycle this now. Let's get I don't know, this, sure. Yes, put it back on top. You got to cast an Ulamog to exile 2 Field of the Dead. Oh yeah, that's good. That's gotta feel good. But yeah, I was playing long ass games yesterday. I finally found, like I said, a Teferi deck that I don't absolutely fucking despise. Which is like an Esper Yorion build. I can show you a list later on, but yeah, it was fun until like all the Field of the Dead decks came up with their ridiculous inevitability and stupid stuff. And look, it took me an hour to lose a game. Jeez, you're running Scred as well, you absolute lunatic. They've counters as well. Oh, good God! What is this deck? I mean, I know what it is. It's like 4 or 5 color domain, but like, what the hell? I think that's me dead, but we'll see. We'll see. Well, I mean, there. I don't think there's a single card that we can draw off the Tragic Lesson, but we'll see. Oh, sure. Yeah, it's just Tribal Flames me to death. Yeah, alright. This deck is dumb. This deck is dumb. Alright, so... The hell am I bringing in? They don't choose a graveyard, so I don't care about that. I think I want to have some ability to race. Thorn of the Black Rose seems terrible because I can't let them in at all, ever. I think I need to have all of the removal that I possibly could own. Dispel seems bad. Blue Elemental Blast and Hydro Blast don't seem great. It is fairly nonsensical. It's fairly nonsensical. To be fair, what doesn't work here? Pretty much Spell Pierce is no good. Suffocating Fumes can snipe a lot of stuff, so I'm inclined to leave it. Augur blocks some of their smaller creatures. Maybe we try and just like go down on the loop a little bit and maybe drop a Brainstorm and get some more of these in. Yeah, let's get some of these in, I think. Because they have a bunch of flyers. So it's probably actually better to have these than like some stuff. I don't know. Guess we'll go down 1 Fumes maybe. Yeah, close enough. Close enough. This seems like a weird ass deck. So I've played it one time. Played it before one time, and it was fine. Yeah, actually, I probably should have cut an Augur if I was bringing in a bunch more creatures. So this is a weird ass hand. So if we had to fetch, these Brainstorms would be great. I think I mulligan this. I don't think it does a whole lot. This is better. You 99% finish your project for work. Excellent. So excited to share it when it's done. I'm so excited to see it. Please let me know when you have it done. I'm keeping this one. This seems good. Seems good. And what am I putting back? I'm not going to get to cast this for a long time, so... Since January. Wow. Nice. Alright. We will see how this plays out. Let's see what our opponent starts with. Probably something stupid like a fairy or an abundant growth or something. Evolving wilds. Sure. 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 Counterspell. Alright, that's sweet. Yeah, so I'm just going to pass here. I think what I want to do is just counter any big threats here. Happy Smasher, thanks for the reminder to drink water. Alright, we're spamming drink water apparently.
Drink water. Drink water. Drink water. Drink water.
They're going to have a Thraben Inspector. That's 3 down. Oh, +1 to unban looting. Yeah. Yeah, Land's over in the corner here. Land's leaving, drinking water. Oh, don't spam it. Come on, what are you doing to me?
Spam it. And some water for you. It's a wild land.
It's a wild land.
Oh, I can't get up.
Drink the water. No, I'm gonna turn it off if people keep spamming it.
Drink water. Drink water. Drink water. Drink water.
I can also only do it until I run out. So like.
Hello, everyone. This is my torso. I shall drink for you for a while.
Okay, Leon's gonna take a couple of drinks because, well, to be honest, I'm drinks out. I'm actually gonna get sick if I keep drinking. That's all your fault for making me do that. Sorry for having to burp on camera, but there you go.
I would love
There you
to
go.
visit. Thank you.
I'm just gonna pass the turn here. I think. I've been taking loads of my opponent's time here by drinking water.
I took today off work. Woo! I went to the beach and collected too many stones as usual.
Please don't lean on chair. It's gonna break.
Sorry, your chair's gonna break.
The chair's a piece of shit and it's falling apart. Just FYI, can't afford to replace it, so gotta be super careful. If this is all that's happening, I'm pretty happy. Oh, you can still talk. I didn't say.
No,
Oh.
I know. I just kind of spaced out there because
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
actually very tired. Yeah, nice.
Oh, you making omurice? Can I have some?
That sounds lovely.
Oh, now this is where you get wrecked, bruh. Actually, is that a girl? It is. I believe.
Sandy Mount Beach
Believe.
is just within my 5k. And I got,
Beautiful.
I sorted out my Dublin Bikes subscription thingy-mabob yesterday because my old one went dead. So I did not cycle there, but I cycled a good chunk of the way back, which is cool.
Noom.
Oh, yeah.
I told you, I threw some of it out the window to try and get it down to you. Did you not get it? Must still be outside.
Let's go to the beach.
It's so, you know what? I went for a cycle the other day and like, oh, it felt so good. It felt so good to just like, you know, be out cycling and then have like the just the breeze and the lovely warm hot sun. Felt good. Felt real good. Felt real good.
It really was beautiful right up until I was like trying to cycle up the hill by the rotunda to get home, and then my legs gave up.
Land died.
Lan died.
Rip Lan.
It was like cycling along the quays where there is a bike path and it's nice and straight, perfect, beautiful, love it. But then I freak out every time. I'm like, oh, I need to turn right. Oh, I better just get off the bike and I'll get onto the path for a minute.
It's not really brainstorm locking if I'm just going to be drawing these cards anyway, right? Like, if I don't cast this brainstorm, I'm still just going to be drawing those cards, yeah? So, I may as well just do this with my time. Yeah, it was a nice little kind of war, wasn't it? Oh, Leanne's done something wrong. What's she doing?
I'm trying to fit the chair down the hall, but there's also the clothes horse UPV. I'll figure it out.
Now I don't even have to draw them. How well of a setup was that? Huh? How well was that? I shouldn't have attacked with this. They're just got a ninjutsu. I can feel it in my fingers. I feel it in my toes. They're gonna ninjutsu. This is gonna turn into a ninja. Watch. This one trick. Wizards hate them. Ninja. Here it is. Dirt bird. No. You did it. Dirty. So dirty. I felt it. To be fair, had I held this back, I wouldn't have blocked this here, so they still would have gotten it anyway. So I guess no matter what happened there, it still happened. So yeah, I guess that's the thing. I may as well get a swamp in case we get some more stuff. But sure, let's have a look and see. Oh no, you know what I could have done? I could have waited. I could have revealed the brainstorm. Flip the Delver, then before my draw steps, cycle the Ash Barrens. Yeah, no, that was a mistake. Yeah. I'd actually done that without even thinking. I'd thrown back the brainstorm with the intent of just cycling it away. I completely forgot about Delver, so that's a thing, I guess. But hey, let's blind flip it anyway. Right? Yeah. Was it really a punt if it just worked out anyway? I'm going to go to combat. Where am I? Yeah, I am. I absolutely am. Get in there. Bait you down. Do you want to trade Skyfisher? That's fine. It means I'll have a blocker on defense. That's all good. Very good. Wait, hold on. I am going to play this first. Then I'm going to do it like this. Please don't draw a counterspell, because that would suck. Excuse me. Well, that sucked. That was awful. To be honest, you saying we always cycle Ash Barrens and opponents turn EDH. Yeah. Alright, let's do it. I'm leaving Tragic Lesson in the bin because we can still get a Mystic Sanctuary off the top and then have a good setup for next time. Sorry, love. What? Bleeding. What? Okay. We can do this. This does feel like a hard fight. It definitely feels like a hard fight. But honestly, they've no real good attacks at all. Like if they attack in here, I'm gonna be like, what the hell are you playing at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. That's not good. I can't attack. Or can I? Can I just offer the trade with a bunch of stuff? I think I can. Screw it. I didn't come on stream to just sit back and be like, oh, I'm not providing entertainment. I'm not providing entertainment. What are you talking about? Yeah, that seems fine, and that seems fine. That all seems fine too. Yep, this works. This actually works pretty well. Because now I get to angler. do 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 do. All right, I've 13 power on board, and you've got 12 life. Let's see what you can do. Let's see how far you can go. Smell a ninja off you. They are exceptionally good. You know what? The best Pauper players are just really, really good at drawing their ninjas. That's exactly what it is. Just really good at drawing their ninjas. I can catch up a little bit on the drinking water now, but please don't spam it anymore. Ugh. I'm actually gonna run out of water. They're gonna have to lose this ninja to survive this attack, though. So I think I'm kind of okay here. They'd want to have something real good. Miscreant doesn't do much. So okay, cool. Let's go to combat. Always flunging. Love that a vanilla chunky boy with Delve is really good in Pauper. Internal format to be Garbo. Well, this is the thing, though. This is the thing. Delver, like, or not Delver. Gurmag Angler still sees play in like sees play in Legacy and Modern, and there's not enough graveyard stuff in Pioneer to like pump it in quickly or pump it out quickly. And to be honest, if you're delving stuff, you would just sooner do Treasure Cruise or Dig Through Time. So yeah, you know. I figured it's more down to, like, to be honest, a lot of the decks, I haven't played a lot of the decks here, mostly because the decks are expensive, because they tend to be stuff like, you know, like Death Shadow, that kind of thing. Tend to be expensive decks when I tend to play a lot of budget decks, that kind of thing. So can you just not draw lands now? That'd be 10 out of 10. No tricks. No tricks. Now, you little shit. Come here. You gonna double block the Delver? Yeah, that's okay. If they have another Scred, I'm borked. But, like, Batface, Story, thank you very much for the sub. Welcome along. On at 18 months now. Thank you very much. I'm going to thin my deck. I've got a lot of live draws here now, but I've also only got 2 minutes left to kill them. So this is what happens. See, this is what happens when I talk. I just run out of time. You should never give me the opportunity to talk. Okay, so they have 1 unknown card in hand, now 2 because of the ninja. Don't feel amazing about it, but yeah, this is likely where we lose the game, because if they're attacking with that ninja, that tells me one of two things. They're either lost and they need to draw something, or as likely with the ninja is that they have something and they're just being sure, and they're just shoring things up. Yeah, that was nice. Of 1 mind, 1 mana draw 2. Ah, yeah, Dirtbird, Scred. How bloody dare ye? Boop, boop. I should have tapped a black instead, because I could have bluffed a counterspell, but you know what? It's all good. They can't attack with ninja now unless they have another Scred or a Journey to Nowhere, which they're probably going to draw into because they draw so many cards. This deck's insane. I'm impressed at my opponent's deck. They are also exceptional at drawing 1 mana draw 2s. They're very, very good at that. Very, very good at that. I kind of like the idea. Now, I know it's not quite there, but I do like the idea of some form of, like, blue-white mid-range deck in Pauper. Because you have stuff like the Traben Inspectors and all that kind of stuff, with, you know, some of the best counter spells ever printed, which I know has a bit of contention because one is proactive, one is reactive, but they have another ninja. Are you kidding me? Wow. I'm impressed. No, they don't. Oh, thank God. This is a tough one. Okay. I think I'm going to combat. I think what I need to do is I need to do this. And this is going to seem strange, right? But I'm going to bounce Traben Inspector. They now have to block with the ninja, hopefully. No! God damn it! Oh, God damn it! Dispel! Maybe I should have brought in Dispels. Maybe I should have brought them in. There's not a whole lot else that they have that can get hit by it, though. It's their own Dispels and Scred. But I didn't see Scred until game 2. Which is weird. We'll see where this goes now. It does feel like they're teetering on the knife edge here because they do have to get attack with the ninja in order to get us dead and draw more cards. But if they don't have a way to protect the spell, so to speak, we just deal a way to kill it, then they're screwed. This is pretty close. It still feels pretty close, despite the fact that they're drawing ahead on us here. Now, that could all change when they just cast something, but... Oh, jeez. Yeah, alright. Alright. Yeah, Dispel is actually no good against them. Hydroblast would have been okay. Let's see what we got. Is Geist good enough at this point? It's better than drawing some random threat, I guess. Yep, let's just pass it over. Nothing we can do here now. Just gotta see what happens. Traben Inspector, maybe? Journey to Nowhere. Oh, Skyfisher. Oh, that's actually worse. Yeah, okay. It's much worse. This is real bad. They'll probably just bounce something like an Abundant Growth and play it again. Yeah. We're gonna time out though, so... Well... Sure, I'll block here. Yeah, at this point we're basically borked. Yeah, I don't see how we get out of this one now, unfortunately. Not in 16 seconds anyway. Not a horrendous draw, but also not amazing and not enough to close the game. So, any order. Any order. Edict to you. Edict to you. Come on, come on, come on. Combat. Get in. I'm gonna lose on blockers. I'm out of time. I'm dead. I'm dead. Rip. Oh well. Oh well. The one of the few downsides to good decks only. One of the few things with streaming is sometimes we do just time out. Because of talking, you know. Normally, like if I was just sitting here, if I was anything other than like a talky streamer, I would just be sitting here like not really saying anything. It wouldn't be very entertaining, you know. Pros can get away with that because they don't need to be entertaining, they need to be good. But because I'm not good, I need to be entertaining. I'm gonna mulligan this. This is a much better hand. This gives us a free spell. Honestly, yeah, this hand is very good. I would probably put back... Oh... Probably Preordain, actually. Probably Preordain. That's... As weird as that is, because like this is just so much interaction that I would sooner get rid of a cantrip than... In Pauper, anyway. In Pauper, I would sooner get rid of a cantrip than a removal spell. Because the majority of decks win with creatures. So, well, we're on the play. So let's get out my little Delver. Get a little bald boy out here. And away we go. And away we go. Okay, they're a Mystic Sanctuary deck as well. It's good for us that we are on the play. I don't want to reveal that, no. Honestly, it was like one of the worst draws we could have drawn there. Because if we draw on an island, we would be able to hold up Counterspell. If we drew a instant or a sorcery, we could have flipped Delver. Literally one of the only things I didn't want to see. One of like, I think like 6 cards in the whole deck. There's like a 10% chance of happening. I guess it's not insane, but yeah, end step. Alright, what you got? It's not covered island. Do I want to reveal it? No, I don't. Okay. Now combat. Okay, getting a point of damage in. And away we go. Bit pros being good versus entertaining. Bonus points to Autumn for being both. Yeah, like there are a few. Well, no, it's not true. There aren't a lot of them. There are a few players that are both good and entertaining. Yeah, Autumn Burchett is one. Corey Baumeister's another. Who else? Unfortunately, the majority of like the Champ Fireball ones just aren't that entertaining. They're some of the best players in the entire world, but like you sit there and you're watching Reed Duke, yeah, Manguchi is an example of one that's good. But like you're looking at Reed Duke literally internalize everything live on stream, and you're like, you want to like literally tell me anything at all there that you're thinking of, buddy? No, all right, cool, yeah. Yeah, Autumn seemed real cool. I'm gonna go to combat. I don't feel like the Augur is worth it here. I think I would sooner keep up Counterspell. That's my thoughts on it. I believe. Yeah, there are definitely a few of them. Definitely a few for sure. But this is the thing. Like pros don't need to be entertaining. They just don't. Because they're just that good at what they do. That people are like, it doesn't matter. That's cool. Yeah, let's watch, because I wanna see them talk out lines and stuff. Similarly, like if I was playing in that event that's on tomorrow, I wouldn't take a high tier deck, because no one would want to see a streamer that is like a bit crap take a powerful deck and make day 2 with it or something. There's no point to it. There's just no point to it. Whereas if you saw a pro taking a powerful deck, like you'd be like, oh well, look, I'm looking to learn, so this is obviously where I'm going to go to learn. But then you see like what was it? You see other. Just trying to think if I want to do anything here. I don't think I do. But like for example, in the Red Bull Untapped, when I went to day 2 with the Pants deck, people were tuning in because I was an entertaining streamer with an entertaining deck, making day 2 and doing well. Like it's harder. It's technically harder for streamers to do well and get the views, because we have to play crappy decks or stupid decks or memes in order to and do well with them in order for people to actually care about watching, for the most part, like randomers. But yeah, it's weird. It's real weird. So what I'm going to do here is on my end step, I'm actually going to brainstorm. And I'm going to put back... I'm going to put back Deprive and Counterspell. And here's what I'm going to do. So I'm now going to draw one of those, which I know is a Counterspell, and that's fine. I'm going to play an Augur of Balls. Right. This will ETB. I know I have at least Deprive on top, so I can take that if I want to. We're not going Decay. Seems like I'll take the Deprive. Any order. And now our opponent knows that we have at least one Counterspell, which, to be honest, they should know about that already. We're a Delver deck. Most people don't watch them to be entertained. Yeah, that's it. Like they watch because they want to know the best lines and how to be as good as possible. You know, like I don't watch pros play because, well, why would I? Like, I don't need to know. I'm not sitting here being like I need to win that tournament on the weekend. It's like whatever. The fact that they're not killing the Delver makes me fine with this. I'm also fine with not playing it out and just being able to hold up a counterspell. So they know that they have to fight through one instead of being able to just ram something out. Because if I play the Delver again here now, my opponent knows about the Deprive and knows that we can just go and like they can just jam something in under it. Yeah, I'm okay with an Innocent Blood. I think this card does not see enough play. One black mana for a sorcery to have each player sack a creature, real good. Baron Zaya, thank you very much for the sub. 2 months in a row. Tier 1. But you heard it here first. Baron Zaya is tier 1. Tier 1. That's top of the metagame right there. Now this I could see me wanting to counter. Do I want to reveal the other counter spell and counter with that and then make them play around the Deprive for the rest of the game? I think that's not a bad play. It feels like a Teachings deck, by the way. Not a fan of them. But hey. Now to actually get good at Magic. Well, you won't get good here. I'm too entertaining. Alright, so let's try and find another land with a Preordain. That's worth the risk, I think.
I'm gonna go sit outside.
Len's gonna go sit outside. Bye, Len.
Bye. I found lots of cool rocks and I'm gonna clean them.
I'm gonna bottom that. I'm gonna tap this. I'm gonna cycle Ash Barrens. I think I want a 4th island. Because this way I can Delver now. Hold up the counterspell that they're aware of. I have the Snuff out as well if they play a creature, so that's kind of nice. Apologies if you're hearing a little alarm in the background. That would be a really annoying alarm. That's just randomly started going off. So try to tune it out, like it's tinnitus or something, or tinnitus, whatever way you want to pronounce it. I'm not gonna judge you. Do I care about that? Feels like I should, but I won't. I think I'll let it happen. Weird that they did that while it was on the stack. While the life game was on the stack. I don't know if that was intentional or if that was just being weird for no reason. But okay. That definitely felt like bait. This tells me I have Teachings and I want to use it. But they are afraid of my Deprive. So they're also removal tribal, so this is gonna take a while. Fairly sure, if I'm correct, based on the fact that it's Dimir, Aqueducts, and Radiant Fountains, it's a Teachings deck. Also, Innocent Blood the downside is mitigated when they don't have any creatures, so it's a 1-mana edict effect instead of a 2-mana edict effect like Change Edict or whatever. They intentionally acted on the trigger. I think that's what it was. Like, oh, you haven't been paying attention. I'm gonna try and gotcha. Like, what are you trying to do though? What are you really trying to do though? All right, cool. Land. Actually, no, I don't want to land here, but I do want. Oh, it is a land. Okay. Well, you know what? Whatever. It is kind of smart because, like, the average person will be like if they're not paying like 100% attention, you know, and a lot of people do have sensibilities where, you know, if you were to, you know, do something like that, like spring something on, like if Leanne walked through that door in a minute and I went, "Whoa," she'd be like, "Oh Jesus!" Like, some people just have that kind of sensibility, and while it does sound like when it's being phrased this way, it does sound a little scummy that you're like, oh well, you know, all these like trying to prey on that sensibility or whatever. It is just taking advantage of something that's like possible within the game. So like, it kind of makes sense. You got by that. Yeah, I mean, like, this is the thing. It's not a thing of like, lol, you fucked up. Like, you're actually just playing to how people interact in general, you know. Like, I'd rarely be got by that, because when I'm doing something like this, I'm rarely like, oh god, you know. But like, some people are. So like, it's valid to try and do it. That's for sure. The fact that we have the Thorn out now, like, they're gonna have a very hard time keeping up with this, because, well, we're gonna do very well here with a lot of card draw if they have no creatures. I do not want to reveal that. No, it is an island. I will place that island, however, because that way I can now hold up triple counterspell, which I definitely have, opponent. Alright, let's bunch in. I actually really like it as a multiplayer mechanic. I really don't like it in Pauper. Honestly, if Pauper was to just up and get rid of Monarch, I wouldn't be too sad about it. At all, really. I'm holding up a bunch of stuff here instead of playing out the Ogre Bullets, just in case they pestilence me or something silly. Or Evankar's Justice with counterspell backup. That'd be really annoying. I'm gonna cycle this. This feels like this is a good target for like a Dimir Aqueduct. Because like, if they want to counter this is fine. But that's basically put them off 2 land drops, which is pretty damn good. No, I don't want to reveal Angler, but I'm very happy it's there. Alright, combat, I guess. No, what the hell? Alright, well, that's 2 points of damage I could have gotten in, I guess. God damn. Sometimes Magic Online just annoys the hell out of me. I do love my one of Spell Pierce. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, black. Counterspell. Well, yeah, I'll counter that. Nice. Alright, opponent, you should technically, by rights, be on 17 right now, but like, I'll leave it be for this time. Like, I know that I was saying that like Pauper is like a very, very like pretty stable format, all things considered. But honestly, it genuinely kind of is. Yeah, let's do it. I'm tapping out, but like, Yeah, it'll be fine. If they're using more counter spells here, I'm... is this the one where you loop stuff from your graveyard back into your library? What's it called? The one from Ravnica. Yeah, Devious Cover Up. That's the one. Yeah, I'd love to spell pierce that, but unfortunately not. But hey, that's okay. We still have 3 threats, which I'm pretty happy with. But yeah, if we were to lose Monarch, I'm sure like we'd be okay. We'd definitely be okay. If we were to lose Monarch and like the flicker effects, like Ephemerate and Ghostly Flicker probably more so, but Ephemerate is also unbelievably egregious. What did we reveal there? Sorry. What's this card again? Sure, I'll reveal it. Oh, it was Tragic Lesson. Sure. Oh, that's good. That is good. Alright, cool. Time to beat face. Alright, I'm gonna Tragic Lesson now. Because I want to try and find some stuff. What do I want to do here? I'm gonna discard. How many brainstorms have I gone through? Just the one. I think I'm gonna hold on to the Evolving Wilds. I think I'll actually return an island to my hand, and then yeah, I don't need to preordain. I'm gonna hold up Spell Pierce. I'm gonna hold up Counterspell Spell Pierce, basically, which I think is the better option. I'm gonna have to go to discard here. I'm going to discard Echoing Decay, and then we're good to go. Feels like we're probably favored for this, but I'm going to sack a creature. That's fine. I'll get rid of Augur Abolus. Dimir Aqueduct. That's the card. That's the land that they should have had a couple turns ago. We bounced it, so that's nice. Yes, end step. Ooh, double angler. Well, let's play the island. I'm gonna preordain now because this is basically a free card with angler. I'm gonna bottom both because they're removal spells in a creatureless matchup, so that's not amazing. Got a brainstorm. That's actually reasonable here too, so let's do that. Let's put back Echoing Decay and Snuff out. Let's play an Evolving Wilds. Oh no, we don't. We cycle this. We cycle this. We go get our other black. Then we play out an angler. Boop. 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 And boop. I'm going to try and speed up a little bit because, well, to be honest, I probably should. Okay, our opponents should be at a lower life total than they are, but because of that one combat that was skipped where we lost 2 points of damage, but hey, no biggie. We still have Counterspell with Spell Pierce backup, and we're still drawing a metric buttload of cards, so I'm pretty okay with how we're doing. This deck feels strong, like real strong. I think what I want to do is I might want to do some like Pillars of the Format kind of videos. This being one of them. This is one that sort of comes in and out. It's a little less always there compared to some of the other ones, but they stopped me on my draw step and they've decided to concede. Sure. Okay. Alright, let's get rid of Snuff out. Boop, 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 boop. Let's bring those Dispels in. I feel like the relics are probably going to be relevant here. You know what I'm going to do? It's going to be an unusual thing, I know, but bear with me. Bear with me. I've got a Pauper deck database here so I can get a general idea of the kind of deck and what the sideboard looks like. So let me just take a look here. Dimir Teachings. Let's have a look. It feels like it's Dimir Teachings. Could be. Yeah, there's a devious cover up and stuff. So they do have Gurmag Anglers in the sideboard, which I imagine they would probably bring in here because they would expect us to remove all of our removal. So the Snuff Out's out, this out. I'm going to bring the 2 Edicts in that case. The Echoing Decays won't do anything, so we may as well fill that with other stuff like the Relics, I guess. And probably just more threats, really. Because the Agony Warp doesn't do anything either. Everything else actually seems pretty good. So yeah, let's just bring 2 of those in. And go at it like that. Yeah, let's go with that. Let's go with that. Yeah, because none of that removal actually kills Angler. At least not without addition to like combat tricks and stuff. So yeah, the 2 Edicts are probably all we need. Everything else is probably fine. Now our opponent has a slow deck, but this is a kind of slow hand. I'm gonna keep it though because, well, the deprives are really awkward, but we get a bunch of looks at other cards. And honestly, I think turn 1 Sanctuary, turn 2 Island, Brainstorm, Preordain, bottom 2 draw is like, it's not bad. It's not amazing, but it might be worth it. If they're playing Radiant Fountain now first, that tells me that they probably have a bounce land. And they have no intention of doing anything with this Radiant Fountain. So if they went turn 2 Dimir Aqueduct, I would not be surprised in the slightest. I'm going to play Sanctuary first. It's very unlikely we're going to get this. First, we're going to get any use out of this. Okay, so they have a basic land cycling. That's fine. That's the new. No, that's the online promo one. It looks very nice. And they have a swamp. That's unusual. This tells me they have awkward mana, which makes me feel like I should definitely do something about taking advantage of that. So let's brainstorm. Let's get a let's put an island back and a Preordain. Then I will pass the turn. Yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pass the turn because if they have anything that I can spell pierce, that'd be great. And worst case scenario is essentially I draw Preordain. Like that's definitely worse things have happened in the world. So I can live with that. Yeah, their mana is super awkward. I'm liking this quite a bit. I do think I want a land cycle here. I want to be as mana efficient as possible and try and get myself a threat, if at all possible. So let's get a swamp. Yep. Okay, not quite the threat I would want, but probably better than nothing. Better than nothing. At least it'll, fingers crossed, replace itself. Tragic lesson. That's okay. Could do worse. Bottoming 2 Anglers. Not fantastic. Not fantastic. Okay, they've these Scarab Feasts. Exile 3 target cards from a single graveyard. That seems like weird graveyard hate. Like real weird. Like cycle it if it's no longer relevant, sure, but would you not just play like, I guess you can tutor for this. This definitely feels like Teachings in that case. Definitely feels like Teachings. But you could like just run Nile Spell Bombs. They're probably better. Alright, let's go to combat. The less access to black mana they have, the less likely it is that our threats will die. You know what? No, I'm not going to cast Preordain here, and my reason for it is because I can hold up Deprive and Spell Pierce, and that feels very strong. They know I have one Tragic Lesson, but they don't know about the second one, so they might feel compelled to actually do something about this if they have it, which they don't. I am going to discard... Ooh, a Deprive, I think. Okay, now I'm going to Preordain to find a land, because I think hitting my land drops are going to be important here. It's funny how there's... Oh, Mystic Sanctuary. Hello. I'm okay with putting this on top. That's 3 islands, so I'll put this on top 2. Draw it. Play it. Put Tragic Lesson back on top. Yes, use Mystic Sanctuary's ability. Play Relic, I guess. I should have tapped a black for that instead. But, oh well. Okay. Combat time. Yeah, I should have held up 3 blue there because, again, like I said, the counter spell pierce backup plan would be pretty good for something like this, but we'll see. Our opponent is doing stone nothing and hasn't done anything pretty much at all. They cycled a couple of cards. Seems very weird. Seems very, very weird. I'm in no rush to do anything here either, so yeah, whatever. I'll Preordain now. I don't want another island. I'll take another. Actually, I don't need it either. I'll get rid of both. Edict, fantastic. Yep, let's go. Keeping the relic out like this, what it basically means is that if they do have anglers coming in from the side, it's going to slow them down to the point that they're probably going to have to do mostly tapping out, which means that our counterspell spell pierce backup is going to reinforce our Diabolic Edict incredibly so. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with how we're looking so far. Yeah, like Nile Spellbomb, that's much better. I would be inclined to counter this. Yeah, let's try it out. Let's get them to tap low. Get them to tap low if we can. Counterspell again. Let's spell pierce it. So that way if they want to crack it, they can't get a card off of it. Which means that they'll slow down our angler if they do crack it now. But it does mean that they won't be up a card. Which is the power of Spellbomb entirely. Like, playing and cracking a Spellbomb by itself, kind of terrible. Also, if they don't fire it off like before my main phase, I'll be shocked. Because they absolutely should. Because if I fight that much over graveyard hate that targets me, seems like not a good idea for you to do that. I'm going to play this. What the hell? Oh, there we go. Oh, things are just going slowly. Okay. Boop. Yeah, so essentially what I'm doing, I don't specifically need to hate on their graveyard. What I'm doing is that if they have something like Teachings or whatever, it's going to make, and particularly with Mystic Sanctuary, it's going to make their options limited in what they can do. And similarly, if they have Gurmag Anglers, now what they're going to have to do is they're going to have to have a land here and pay pretty much full retail for it. Which means that they're going to tap out, which means that they can't protect it, which makes this Diabolic Edict all the more powerful. So it might seem it's weird in terms of like the practice of this, because it might seem like fighting over this bit of graveyard hate seem like trivial or pointless, but yeah, like they got such little value from that. They're now pretty desperate for they seem like they're pretty desperate for pretty much anything at this point. And if they do draw into a removal spell here, it's not going to be good for them, considering all the removal that we have. And what's nice as well is we have the Tragic Lesson, and they had to fire it off anyway, even though they knew about it. So if they have a counter spell, they'll likely do it here, but they didn't. So that's nice. That's very nice. They also don't have black for their Scarab Feast, so if they do happen to have any more of them, we know they can't use them. So, Mystic Sanctuary, put that back on top. Thank you. Let me flip my Delver next turn. Delver. Exile a card from your bin. I feel like we have a chokehold on them here. It's very unlikely that they're going to be able to get out of this, but again, also I don't want to tap too low, because yeah, it feels to me like they probably have Delvers in their hand or something, or Gurmaganglers. They're not getting anywhere. They're not getting anywhere. So that was nice. That was a nice one. Just choke them out, really. Once you know in Pauper, it's very similar to Legacy in that sense. Like once you know the axis on which your opponent attacks, if you can choke that resource, the resource that fuels that axis the most, or whichever, then that's the best. Like for example, they're not a graveyard deck, but they use the graveyard in many different ways that like you otherwise wouldn't really think about too much. Like for example, like post board bringing anglers, or using teachings or whatever, which you can then flash back, and that's inherent card advantage because you get multiple spells and cards out of the one card. Yeah, that was good. That was good. That was some good sideboarding. I've made a point recently, and by recently I mean like in the last year or so, of learning to sideboard better, because, well, to be honest, it's at least 50% of your games, unless you're best of one on Arena, and in which case, if you are not practicing sideboarding, then you're not practicing like 50% of your games, really. I'd love to play first, yes. Alright, what we got? We've brainstormed to fix this hand, so it seems fine. Let's keep it. Screw it. We'll likely throw this Thorn back. It's good in specific matchups, which may or may not be this one. Who knows? Alright, away you go. Carrying feeder against zombies. Alright. Okay, this may be a tough one. What we kind of need to do is we need to get... I think... Do I brainstorm here? I don't... Because it's not always correct. Like, Legacy players keep thinking this. It's not always correct to main phase your brainstorms. That's sort of the heuristic, is like main step your brainstorms. Sure. But that doesn't mean it's every single one of them. So what happens next turn if I don't main this brainstorm and I don't have anything to do? Like if I main this and I just play the Evolving Wilds and I crack it, I think I'm gonna do it here. Because my hand is fine, but if there's a card that I would rather see, yeah. So like for example, I'm gonna put back 2 of these, right? This is fine. I'm gonna draw. Now I'm okay with playing the Evolving Wilds here and cracking it. It does look like I'm sort of holding up something, like maybe a Force Spike or some crap, but like there was a chance that we drew like Echoing Decay and Swamp, so that we could then kill this, which is kind of what we needed to do. But this Boomerang is going to serve us very well. This one-of Boomerang, and if this goes to late game, I would not be surprised if we were Mystic Sanctuarying back this Boomerang to deal with Carrion Feeders. But if we got there, But your goal. Yep, they can sack that. Undying, it comes back. That's fine. If they want to do it twice now, that's also fine, but not great for them. But Zombies is a really weird deck. Really weird deck in that like it's barely played. But when it is, the player's been playing it for like forever. And they're real good at it. I find it very strange. Very strange indeed. Sorry, bit of yawn there. Yes, blockers, go ahead. Draw another Evolving Wilds. Okay. I think what I want to do is I want to... This is an awkward one, right? This is an awkward one because do I want to hold up a counterspell this turn or do I want to hold up a counterspell next turn? That's basically what I'm asking myself here. And I think what I want to do is I want to play the Evolving Wilds and I'm going to pass. The reason for this is I might not need to counterspell something, but if they activate something on the Carrion Feeder by like sacrificing something, I can at least respond with Echoing Decay, which will then force them to sacrifice something else in order to just keep it alive, and then we can Boomerang it. So that seems reasonable. Can Boomerang it next turn, that is. Very inclined to Echoing Decay it here, which I think I will do. Because if they sack the Butcher Ghoul now, like the Butcher Ghoul is a weaker creature, so I would probably do it. But that means that they're only getting 1 point of damage through this turn, which is terrible. It's basically like a fog with a removal spell attached to it. Yeah, that seems pretty reasonable for us. Shepherd of Rot. That's a scary one. That's a scary one for us. No question about it. I have to be able to kill this pretty quickly. This is going to be getting an island. Get the island. We normally only ever need the one swamp. Let's play Snow-Covered Island. Preordain. Do we want Augur Balls? Not really. I mean, this is the kind of matchup where they're okay, but also not great right now. Yeah, no, I don't think they line up in my curve. Oh, rough. Okay, non-black creature. Sure. Sure. They're coming straight out. Right. What now? So they hit me for 3, and then they activate for 2. I think I'm just gonna bounce it now. Be mana efficient. Yep. Force them to activate it now instead of playing stuff out and then activating it. That's pretty good. That's kind of another fake out, because with that amount of mana they're likely to play more than one creature here, which means that we saved ourselves 1 or 2 points of damage here, because with that on this, with the boomerang on the stack there, it kind of fakes them out into thinking, oh, I need to activate this in order to get maximum value now, when in reality they could actually be post combat playing like 2 or 3 creatures, and it would be better to play them out and then do it. So there's that too. 4 mana. 4 mana. What is 4 mana in that deck? Is that sorcery that creates 2 zombies? Is that a thing? Something like 4 mana, create 2 zombies, and then it has flashback 7 mana or something. It was in, I think it was Ultimate Masters. Lazatep Reaver is a really good one against us because, well, it's 2 creatures. That's very hard for our point removal to deal with. See, here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. They could have tapped Shepherd of Rot post-combat and drained us for 4 instead. But they didn't. They drained us for 2. So here feels like a preordained Angler hold-up counterspell. I need to bottom these because I need to find removal. Actually, Augur is actually fine here now because rather than counterspell, we can dig for removal because we know the real way of digging. Torn is terrible here because they could just get through. Yeah. I actually like Augur for this. For the purpose we need it for right now, it's pretty good. Let's put Tragic Lesson in hand, I think. Any order. Then Gurmangler. Bop, bop, bop. Bop. And then, yeah, I think we'll pass turn. Boop, boop, boop. Gonna do upkeep. They gotta exile something. Honestly, I wouldn't see them keeping it around unless they can deal with Angler, because it seems kind of pointless. Barrow Ghoul. I haven't seen lists run this before. It's a 2 mana 4/4 that at the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice Barrow Ghoul unless you exile the top creature card of your graveyard. Sure. If we need to use Tragic Lesson, we can just discard Snuff Out because it is a textless card here. Literally textless. So, there's that. This feels questionable. I know what they have. We have to take this hit because it feels like they have a Tragic Slip. And if they have a Tragic Slip, then we lose our Angler. Also, if they lose a creature here, not only do they turn on Tragic Slip, but it means that the Barrow Ghoul doesn't, or will. If we kill a creature here, it means they'll have something to stop us with. This is a no-win situation, to be honest. This feels like a terrible game 1. I think they were on the play as well, weren't they? Hopefully game 2 is going to be a bit better. But yeah. We're going to take 6 here, and then we're going to take 5 from the Shepherd of Rot. Not liking how this is going. Oh, nuts. Yeah, I think we're dead. Felltongue Shriek. Wow. Wow. This is a weird build. There's a bunch of cards I was not expecting. Are we dead? Are they just doing it again? Oh, Nameless Inversion. Oh, what? Wow, that's clever. That's clever. It's a 7-1. So now we're taking 9. And then they activate Shepherd of Rot. We're dead this turn. We're dead this turn. Nuts. Absolutely nuts. That's clever. It's a weird Zombos list. Yeah, weird Zombos list where they just 15'd us on a turn out of nowhere. Yeah, they hit us with a Felltongue Shriek with 3 attackers. Then Nameless Inversion, this 2-mana 4/4 to turn it into a 7-1. And then activated Shepherd of Rot to 5 us. It was insane. That was really clever. That was, in fact, unexpected. Let's bring these in. Hold on. Let's just see what we're bringing in and taking out. So we're bringing in those. We're bringing in these. We have to take out Snuff Out because literally nothing in the deck gets hit by it. We've also got to take out these Thorns. I will probably bring in Relic also. And then... it doesn't feel like they have many spells. So Spell Pierce probably. But that's about it. Hands over there saying she's incredibly sweaty. Me too! Me too. We are all melting. Yeah. Getting wrecked. We getting wrecked. Just gotta wait for our opponent to jump in again now. They're taking their time. Wonder if they have a lot of options for this matchup, but love the sun knob, but you poor pasty Irish skin. Not able. Yeah. I think that's some new sunscreen. Good. Yeah, we picked up sunscreen yesterday. Was it yesterday?
Yep.
Yeah. Time has lost all meaning, so it could have been 2 years ago for all we know.
I made one fatal mistake today, though. I put sun cream on, but I forgot to put it on my face.
She bought sun cream and put it on herself, but didn't put it on her face.
I'm a fool.
Look, right? What is time but an illusory concept? What even is time? Come on, let's go, opponent, let's go. Time is zombies, let's go. This sideboard actually feels pretty okay, which is weird because normally I would get a list, like a deck list of some sort, and be like, okay, let's play this, let's try it out, and then I would end up turning to the sideboard and be like, what is the point of this card? What is the point of that card? And you know, it's not like you wouldn't see the matchup for it or something. It's just that it either feels like there's a better option or you've gone overboard on one specific type of thing, and I'm like, why? Like, I notice some people, like, it's obvious that some people just very specifically hate certain matchups. Yes, I'd love to play first. I personally would like more removal that deals with more than 2 toughness, but like I wouldn't normally expect a lot of elves, for example, but there's a lot of Echoing Decay in the main, which seems weird, but I guess we keep this. Put a card in the bottom. It's an island. Done. Alright, let's hope they don't have the turn 1 what's it called? Turn 1 Tragic Slip, let's go. Super hand heavy. Yeah, like, yeah, this is the thing. Like, there's some things that like that. Turn 1 Thoughtseize, turn 2 Protect. Like, yeah, like I'm not a fan of that either. Now, it's one thing if that's your whole game plan. Like, for example, if you're 8-rack or something, and that's just, that's just what you're doing. That's sure, whatever. That's very easily attackable. But if you're also just doing good stuff while disrupting, then you're like, you know what? You know what though? Why don't you just go over there and go away? Let me boops you. Inquisition, but I know what you meant. I got the gist. Don't you worry. I got you. Let's alright, let's start the beatdowns, right? Let's go. I really do actually want to revisit the Izzet version of this because, well, it's me. But the thing is, the like, what I find weird about it is that it feels like it's a much lighter splash because it's literally 4 bolts and like 2 or 3 scrads. Can you not though? I mean, okay, that's fine, I guess. Like, it feels weird because it just feels like it's a mono blue deck that then also just happens to have like a bolt or 2, which feels weird to me. That's just me, so I don't know. Like, it does have sideboard cards for sure. But what I find is weird is that it has a bunch of fetches and stuff, but it's only got 2 mountains. Now I know this only has like 3 swamps, 4 swamps, whatever it is, but yeah, I don't know what it is about it. It just feels odd to me. Like, it's like, if you've such a light splash, it can't be worth it, surely, for just like bolt and scred. But it obviously is. It definitely is. Having played the deck and everything, it absolutely is. But I don't know. It's weird. Just very weird. I'm gonna sack this now. Could wait until upkeep, but then I can't activate something next turn, so like, whatever. Alright, let's get that. And then on top. Please reveal something class, like counterspell. Ash Barrens. Boo hiss. Okay. Yeah. Do I want to do anything about that? Like, I could kill this now. That kind of leaves me tapped out on their turn, though, which kind of sucks. So no attackers. Let's cycle this. Let's get something. At this point, I think I still just want to get the island for now. Yeah. I think that's kind of all we want to do here, I think. I know they get to like tap Shepherd or Rot or whatever, but I want to try and get some value out of the Suffocating Fumes, if at all possible. Excuse me. You sack a creature? Yeah, sure, whatever. That's alright. They go significantly up in removal post board. Like, they've Nameless Inversion is main board, that's for sure. I know that much. I'm going to fire off Suffocating Fumes on end step. I know that gives them an opportunity to get max value out of it, but so be it. This also at least mitigates the chances of them, or well, it mitigates the sort of the 2-for-1 they get on me with the Lazatep Reaver. Because I basically, if you Suffocating Fumes was to take care of the Shepherd of Rot, it incidentally took care of this other thing, leaving them with just the Lazatep Reaver, which is pretty okay. But now I get to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then this. We get an Angler out, which is quite nice, with Counterspell backup. So hopefully that's enough. Our opponent's only got 4 cards in hand. Hopefully we can race them. Hopefully. Sure, Butcher Ghoul is going to slow us down a lot, but we can make do with it. Also felt like it was bait, but gotta do what we can. Yeah, I was just hoping it wasn't Gem Palm Polluter, to be honest. It's kind of the most annoying thing, is that we can't counter that. We lost 3 there instead of 2 because it counted the total number of zombies on the battlefield, and our Gurmag Angler is a zombie as well. Today I learned. Today I learned. Honestly, probably gonna bottom both. Do I want to put a Mystic Sanctuary back on top? I think so. Or not a Mystic Sanctuary, a Preordain. This at least gives me a way of using, because otherwise I'm at a blind draw. At least with this, I can dedicate one of my mana to. I can dedicate one of my mana to taking care of something, or to try and find like something with the Preordain, while still being able to hold up both Echoing Decay and Counterspell. So it's not any loss to us. So I'm kind of pretty okay with it. We essentially get an extra 2 looks for no extra cost really, because we weren't going to be using that resource, the one point of mana in the first place. Shepherd of Rot. Shepherd of Rot is one of the ones that I'm okay with Echoing Decaying. Yeah, I'm going to take 3, I'm going to 10. Carnifage. They have 2 cards in hand. What could they be? Yeah, I think I'm just going to have to get rid of it. 2 toughness is pretty rough for us to deal with, so I'd rather they didn't do that. Bodge Bug, that's fine. Totally fine. Now, if they can find a way to kill the Angler, we're dead. Never actually seen a game of Pauper. Well, welcome along, Emily. I hope you enjoy. Currently, we are playing Dimir Delver, which is basically kind of a legacy deck. And we're playing against Zombies, which is a sweet tribal deck. That is a bit fringe, but it's real cool. It's real cool. So we knew about this Preordain, so let's go and scry to draw card. Angler would be good here, only we can't actually cast it because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we're one short. So I'm actually going to bottom this, hopefully get something better. Counterspell is lovely, so let's use that. Let's bait in here. We are kind of at a precarious spot because they can have something like a gem palm polluter, and if they can chain 1 or 2 of those together, then yeah, it can be rough. It can be rough. Emily, if there's anything you want to know about the format, by the way, ask away. I play it a lot. I really enjoy it. Normally, when formats are borked, I come here to feel better. So, yeah, here's a gem palm polluter we were afraid of. This is going to hit us for 3. The number of zombies on the field is 3 currently, so that'll put us to 7. And then I'll attack for 3. That'll put us to 4. We are dead to quite a few things over the next turn or two. What to do? This is a close one. It doesn't feel like a good matchup, despite the fact that we're a little more control-y than we are removal heavy. Like if this was like mono black control or something, we would have a much better time against zombies. Which, by the way, can I just point out, just like, I know that it's weird for me to be like, oh, good, clean, fair, mid-range magic deck, but it's just really good. It's just really good. What have they got? Feltongue Shriek? That'd be 2, 3, 4, 5. We're dead to... we have to counter that. Wild format, you've counterspell and lightning bolt in the format that also uses Leathertap Reaver. Yeah. Yep. The answers are better than the threats, and what that means usually is that you have a lot of good interactive magic that tends to take some time, but is really good. That was a hell of a draw. Okay, so let's go to combat. Bait you in the face. Now, I'm playing a very risky game here. I think I want to tap that. I think I need a black open in case I get a removal. Oh, no. Would it be me playing if I weren't being a bit risky? Yeah, I mean, like, let's be real. Oh, God, this is tough. I'm going to take back Mystic Sanctuary. I'm going to play Mystic Sanctuary. I think... I think I'm going to put the Tragic Lesson back on top. If, like, they have, like, 15 cards that I lose to right now. But I'm 1 attack away. I'm 1 attack away. So, yeah, lesson. If in doubt, it's usually lesson. I was considering Preordained because it means that for 1 mana, I can see as many cards, and if I don't like either of them, I can go 1 more, so I can get like a single piece of removal to sort of get through it. They could just have another Feltongue Shriek, and then we're dead. Actually, we're not dead with this, so they don't have a Feltongue Shriek, because otherwise they would have attacked with both. Actually, that's not necessarily true, because they could have a read on us as having a counterspell and being safe. They could also just have a Gem Palm Polluter. That'll have us dead. Doing Feltongue Shriek. Shepherd Rot will be very problematic. Hopefully they've just whiffed. Alright, let's... So risky. So risky. Okay. 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 I think I have to discard the Evolving Wilds. Here's my reasoning. If I play a land, I can play Delver. That's an extra blocker and an extra threat. And then that will allow me to then use Diabolic Edict, which forces them to get rid of the Butcher Ghoul, which leaves them with a 1-2, which then dies to the Gurmag Angler on attacks. Yeah, I'm pitching the Evolving Wilds. Play the island. Delver. I have to hold up this edict. I have to wait. Because they can. Oh, this is weird. This is weird. This is tough. This is hard. This is very questionable. I've seen Innistrad on both sides. Innistrad's a cool set. Barnes, I started around Born of the Gods. I started around. Oh, it would be. Okay, hold on. Edict. Now, I think. I started in Amonkhet. Sorry, Amonkhet. They could just respond with cycling a thing and they were dead, but no. Okay. Okay, cool. So they have the Barrow Ghoul. That dies to Gurmag Angler. If Delver flips and they don't have a removal spell, then we win. Oh, this is so tight. They have so much reach. For a deck that's mono black, they have so much reach. Alright, attack with all. I get a point of damage through unless they have a removal spell. So, ooh. If only I had a story this time around, yeah. Daros came out, you were doing a year in Germany. Sorry, I've got to do the thing. And you wanted to play in Wildcard Xenagos because the German name was nice. What was the German name? Do you remember? I'd like to know what that is. German's a great language. I learned it in school and then promptly forgot it. Much like English. Yes, thank you, Leanne. Yep. It's a good day for shade. It's a very sunny day. Der hedonist. That's nice. Okay, so if Delver flips and they've no removal, we win. Xenagos der hedonist. Brainstorm. Yes, I'd love to reveal it. Hi, here's Brainstorm. Let's go to combat. Let's play it safe. Oh, got there. Okay, we still have one more. We've still one more thing to go through here. So, let's just run it back and hope for the best. Xenagos der hedonist. Nice. German cards from Austria, and your favorite is German. Trust any civilizing advice. What is it? There's someone that was in our there was someone in our LGS that had a German. What was it? It was a German Bedlam Reveler. I can't remember the name on it, but it was so funny. Let's see if I can find it. Chaos Velger. So new to MTG, seems so entrenched. I get into things hard and fast. Simply put. I think I need to risk brainstorm locking myself here in order to find a black source and basically have the god hand against this deck. Carrion Feeder is frightening. I need to risk it. Xenagos along with a few other nice cards that you got stolen. Here. Why are people shitty? Oh, thank God, Preordain's way better. Okay. Oh. Feels weird to put 2 counter spells to the bottom, but hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. Oh no, I'm in trouble. That's the turn. Trostani distrimus selesnius. Selesnius? Nias? Nias. Yeah. Yeah. Something along those lines. I'm not going to say that I'm a linguistics master because I can't even say it. Okay, the money. Yeah, it's sentimental value of so many of those things, for sure. Yeah, for sure. Like, I've got cards of basically, like, no value here. But I love them. For very reasons, you know? Varied. There's me messing up that damn dare English language again. Yeah, like I pointed it out earlier. I have a. Do I need another one of those in my life? I guess I can live with it. Desperately need some black mana. Yeah, I have my Japanese Spell Pierce, one of my favorite cards of all time. A friend of mine, Ian, was in Japan a few months ago, just as the whole coronavirus thing was kicking off, and he had a great time, obviously, because Japan's super sweet. But they saw this and they were like, "Oh, get him that," and I was like, "Yeah, thanks, buddy." Also, same with this playtest card, Innocuous Insect. It is a very me card. Again, I think I'm going to brainstorm on my turn here. I think it's important to try and find a black source and also set up Delver. Lucky to be so close to many countries here in the US, going to other countries requires so much more. Yes, however, like we were only myself and Liam were only saying this recently. Like for some things, like they were watching like Liam was watching a what you call it, like it was a Jenna Marbles video or something recently, and they were just going to like big huge like chef superstore specifically for chef things that like you couldn't just walk into over here. Like it doesn't exist, you know. But if you were to, you know, or like Leon's like in like, you know, like finding geodes and stuff, you can't really find them here, or not many. I meant to set up that Delver. God damn it. Maybe there's still time. Set up the Delver now. But yeah, like there are some things that, oh thank God, there are some things you just can't get or do here, which kind of sucks, but you know, grand scheme of things, you know, we kind of make do. Yeah, it's not too bad. We're not borked. What do I want to put back here? I don't know. I think the Augur, and I think the Mystic Sanctuary, I guess. Wait, did I do that? I didn't do that right at all. I literally just borked up the whole thing because I was trying to. I cannot multitask. Do I want to reveal it? No, I don't. God damn. Okay. Well, I'm gonna play that, and feels bad, but honestly, I think I'm attacking with this Delver. Feels weird and bad, but I think I have to attack with this Delver. Ireland's lovely. We've so little here. Yeah, like that's it. Like we have access to basically like nothing. They should block with the Reaver here if they are smart. You know what? I did this all wrong. I did this all entirely wrong. This game has been thrown because I've been trying to pay attention to the conversation, but yeah. Oh yeah, Barneseye, you were trying to emigrate, weren't you? That sucks. If you're not in Dublin, you've 0 amenities. Yeah, you basically go to the pub or nothing really. It depends on where in Ireland. You just love being a more progressive country. Yeah, like, yeah. Massachusetts. It's just lesbians and farms here. Yeah, so I've thrown this game by mistake. But hey, it's all good. It's all good. It is regressive in many ways here. Yes, it is. Like, this is the thing. Every country is borked in some way. There's no, like, right way to have a country. It's all just kind of a bit fucked. Just is. Just kind of is. You know, but it's like in Japan, like, gender equality is not where it should be at all. And same with like LGBTQ kind of rights and stuff as well. Like, they're not great with that either. They're getting there slowly. They're getting there. Just slower than some places, you know. But yeah, it's kind of crap. I don't have any good options here at all. They should activate Carrion Feeder to sack the zombie token in response or whatever, but yeah, it's weird here. It's weird here for sure. This Carrion Feeder is the death of me, I swear to God. Yeah, Ireland is it is pretty much 90% countryside and very small towns. Yeah, you're completely correct. I guess I have to try and do this. Do it to this one, I suppose. Zombie deck it's an aggressive creature deck that's resilient to removal. It's kind of really annoying. They should activate Shepherd of Rot here and then sacrifice Lazatep Reaver to Carrion Feeder. If they do that, then we know we're onto a good player here. But they could actually kill us here. 5, 6. 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we're dead. We're actually dead. All they have to do now is sacrifice Shepherd of Rot, sacrifice Lazatep Reaver, and we're dead. Because we're tapped out. We are tapped out. Good job, opponent. They should do it here. It's a risk, but it's very low risk because we're out of everything. And there's no card in the format that I can get around. Sorry, I'm going to catch up with this chat. Where are we looking? Yes, lesbians and farms. Folks think there's more to do in the US because many videos of like it is pretty much, yeah, like LA and New York and stuff. The thing is, you can get a lot more stuff there than you can here. Even through like ordering and stuff, like so many places don't have, like so many places don't deliver to outside of the US, and that's a huge pain in the ass. To be honest, huge pain in the ass. There are states bigger than Ireland for sure. Yeah, definitely, and yeah, there's a lot of big area stuff in the US for sure. Also, yeah, a lot of the US is kind of fucked right now. So many things gone wrong. So many things. A lot of websites are based there and stuff. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Let's mull this. Let's keep this. Is fine. Yes, it's fine. I'll keep this. We're not gonna see the Gurmag Angler seeing much use for a while, but I don't like having a hand with 0 threat. But it's a bit more control oriented than a usual Delver deck, so I'll go with that. It's also destroying, yeah, like a lot of things are destroying the economy over in America right now. But yeah, like the coronavirus thing is obviously a huge thing, and probably one of the hugest. But yeah, like there's so many things wrong. There's so many things wrong. This is actually the main thing for me, by the way. When it comes to losing time on Moto, I don't realize it's my priority yet. And turns out Island Preordain is a good way to start. I'm going to bottom this, but I'm going to top the Ash Barons because it's another way for... It's a way for me to get black mana, basically. The reason your websites you don't is because it's easier to not pay taxes here. Yes. This is, well, strangely, I believe here is actually pretty good for dodging tax as well. That's why a lot of companies set up in Ireland around the boom times, and since as well. It's all weird. It's all weird. But yeah, things have been. You know what? I'm ready to throw this entire year in the trash. To be perfectly honest, I know that's a bit of a leap from what we were talking about in some degrees, but like, ugh. Apple has dodged millions. Yeah, Apple has dodged a lot. I have not watched Dairy Girls. However, if Leanne was here, which is just outside, she would be talking about it. She loves it as well. I watched a little bit. I found it kind of funny, but it's not my kind of thing. Is the only thing, you know. But they started the year on literal fire. Yeah, they did. Yeah. I think I want to brainstorm here. All right, cool. I'm going to get rid of Ash Barons then, because reasons. Evolving Wilds is basically sort of cheap. Actually, is it better? What's better in this situation? If I'm not using the well, so I can play an island, cycle Ash Barons, still tapped. I guess that means that the island comes in this turn. Nothing ever comes in untapped, except nothing ever comes in tapped except the island. So yeah, I think the Evolving Wilds is actually the worst of the two. And then I think I'm gonna ship the Deprive as well. I don't actually think they were particularly good. I will play this and cycle now, just again so I don't forget about it. Yeah, Swamp should be fine. And I'm past her. There goes a wee bit too cringe comedy for me, but it's great all the same. Yeah. Yeah, like, it's one of those things that, like, if it's on in the background, I'm like, you know what? It's like, I'll look at it, like, TV's over here. Like, I'll look at it for a minute and then, like, you know, I'll laugh and then continue on my way. And that's kind of it for me. But, like, the thing is, if you like cringy stuff or whatever, like, fuck, just like what you like. Like, don't let anyone ever tell you that, you know, don't let anyone like insult you for liking things. It's the height of bullshittery, to be honest. I don't think anyone should ever do that. I'll skip the skin too because you can't handle cringe. Yeah, like, you can only understand like 70% of what they say. I get that. I understand that. One of the reasons that I personally like Sunny is because of the cringe. Like, when I see like absolute train wrecks and garbage fires happening, I find it hilarious. But I know that like makes so many people like shrivel up inside and be like, oh god. But yeah, I actually find it very funny. Now, like, they're all horrible garbage people, but the writers are actually very good at making it at teaching lessons in it without people realizing that they're being taught a lesson, if that makes sense. It's very weird. Generally speak fairly clearly, a little bit of a Boston accent. Park the car. I can't. It's been a long time since I've practiced accents. Practiced accents. The heat is making my mouth do the weird thing where it doesn't work, and it says weird words wrong. Yeah, and they're talking about Dairy Girls. You want to jump in?
I love Dairy Girls.
There you go. Told you.
Great show. What are we saying? What's our thoughts?
Rewrite thoughts so that I can continue to play, please.
I'll go find them.
Germangler. I don't want to deal with that. They have a counterspell for this, I can tell. You can smell it off them.
Correct about Nadine Coyle's accent.
They can't hear you from over there, by the way.
That's okay.
You can just read it here. It's right here.
Oh.
I don't know what's going on anymore. Leanne can talk.
Sorry. What were we saying?
I don't know.
Flyer. Yeah. Derry Girls very cute though. Again, the accents are so hard. Yeah, I know that a lot of people have to watch Derry Girls with
Leaning on chair, please.
sorry, pardon me, I keep leaning in the chair. With captions, and that's fair. Yeah, no, I'd probably read it with captions on, to be honest. But yeah, they're great. I love them so much. And this has all delayed filming of season 3, so it's a pity.
Fun.
I'm just gonna lie down on the couch for a while. The heat. Oh. I think the heat has me at it. Oh, Michelle's great. I really have a hard time picking who my favorite Derry girl is. I really do. Every time I'm like, oh, it's this one, and then I'm like, no, okay, no, I love this one. There's loads of like, which Derry girl are you quizzes, and I normally get Sister Michael the Nun. Which is great. They are brilliant. Or I get the wee lesbian. And the other. Oh yeah, she does. Oh, she makes her own fun. The nuns of I love Sister Michael. I love her. I love her.
You watch a show of just the nun, apparently.
Yes. Me too.
Agony Decay feels garbo in this matchup. I don't know what it is. Like, I don't know why they chose Agony Decay over something like an Edict effect or something. Oh no, talk away. Like, if you folks are happy to chat about, if you folks are happy to chat about whatever in chat while I just, like, you know, try and not die, that's fine. That's fine. That is totally cool. Okay, so they're going to combat. If they attack, they have probably their own Echoing Decay or something similar. Or another angler. But you know what? I'll make the trade. I'll offer the trade. They probably have... Yeah, they probably have another angler. Baronside, don't be apologetic on talking about stuff. You're fine. Chat away. You're all good. There's another angler now. I can do the accent. I don't actually care what land comes back right now because I'm not putting anything from my bin on top of the library. Yeah, there's another counterspell. Well, yep, we're just a little bit behind for the entire game, and that is what's gonna kill us. Also, Snuff Out feels like it shouldn't be the card that's in the deck, but it's the card that's there. So, fuck. Okay, how do we get into this again? Hope that the two cards in their hand, or the one that they draw, is not a removal spell for Thorn of the Black Rose, and just jam this and hope for the best? Maybe? Love the dead axe on next ID. I fucked that up entirely. Don't worry about me. Alright, so this is like a make or break thing right now because if we keep the Monarch, we're good. If we don't, we are borked. So we can potentially catch up with it, but we run the risk of losing, like right now. So okay. Okay, do you have 2 of those? If you got... Really? Okay. I guess that's what you got, opponent. Jesus. Oh, that felt terrible. That felt so terrible. This video is going to sound incoherent as anything when I put it on YouTube. It's just going to sound so ridiculous. Not because of the chat, by the way, not because of the chat, but because I'm getting constantly distracted and overheated. Smell a counter spell off, yeah. But I gotta try it, I guess. It resolved. Okay. That's not the worst thing in the world. This is one thing I've noticed, by the way. What's the temperature out right now? Like 19, 20 degrees or something? 19 or 20 degrees Celsius, not Fahrenheit. Whatever it is in Fahrenheit, I have no idea. But people that live in like super hot places, they're like, oh, you haven't felt our heat. Like, our heat's hotter. Like, yeah, but you got AC though. You've definitely got AC. There's no way you don't have AC. And then like and then they like if you come over here and you don't have like any air conditioning at all, and it's a hot day, like it's as bad as it's so bad. It's so bad. Like, air conditioning is just not a thing here. There are no like air conditioning companies. Like they'll do it for like a business or a big building like that. Like, but like anyone's house, like not a single person that I know, not a single solitary human being that I know that lives in the island of Ireland has air conditioning.
No.
Not a single one.
No.
Not a single one.
Don't really need it.
If you had air conditioning here, we'd be like, oh, you fancy fuck, yeah. Like, we'd be shocked, you know. The only AC I have is Animal Crossing. Yeah, it's crazy weird humidity. Yeah, for sure. Weird as hell. They've seen like 10 cars this turn, just FYI. So if they don't have a removal spell here, I will be truly shocked. They're fighting so heavily for the Monarch here, but it's gonna feel so bad when it's taken away from us. So bad. I hope they attack and they lose the Angler. That'd be great. That'd be class, you know. Okay. A few things we can do here. This is the potential turning point of the turning point of the whole game. So if I go quiet for a minute, my apologies. I'm about to reduke this shit. I'm not about
Are you going to just sit in silence?
That's kind of what I was saying, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna get my own Delver. And I'm going to... yeah, I'm gonna hit this now. Should I do that? Actually, hold on a second. Should I do that, or should I, if I snuff out on this, kill this, I got a 6. That's 4 cards in the bin. This is 5, 6, 7. I can hold up a counter spell while getting a Gurmag Angler out and killing this. That seems like the line. Pay 4 life, kill this. I think that's the line. I'm gonna sack this now. I'll go get a swamp. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Schmangler. Okay. I think that's reasonable. And then if I don't attack, they've no good attacks either. They'll have to kill Torrent the Black Rose and then trade off a Gurmag Angler. I think we're kind of safe for now, but we'll see. Okay, sorry. Now I'm going to catch up with chat. Super damp country, so heat just makes country claggy and hot and close. Yeah, that's fair. You got it bad both ways. Super high humidity. It was like 27 degrees. It's 37. Ew, that's horrible. Used to live in an area like that for 4 months of the year. At super high humidity, 37 degrees for like 4 months of the year. Died every time you left the house. Yeah, that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. Honestly, I would any day, I would take having AC at home, and then anytime I have to go out, I get sweaty and like getting tired and stuff, even if it's hotter, because here there's just no escape. Like the best escape that we can get, is literally stand in a cold shower. That's like our only option, and we can't do that all day because we have other things to do. You know, it feels horrible. But yeah, it's pretty bad. Like the thing is, I hate the idea that people do, right? When people are like, oh yeah, well I have to do it and I have to do it. It's like, how about we just like unite in solidarity of the fact that both are shit? Like, can we just do that? How about we do that? Both are crap. Agreed. They're just crap in different ways. Okay, flip, please. Blind flip. Let's go. Blind flip. Yes, blind flip. Yeah, exactly. Everything. Exactly. It's not a competition. Everything sucks. So, if they die to this insectile aberration, that would not surprise me at all. So, nope. And then if they have a counterspell to back this up, I have a counterspell to back it up too. I'm in a great spot then. Yeah, I'm going to counter this. I'll get the Mystic Sanctuary back. They're not winning this game now by the looks of it. Okay. Is it really that expensive to buy air conditioning there? Yeah, because it's not mass produced here. It's not made here, or yeah, no. Window units don't exist. They just don't. All our windows open like this way as well. So you can't really like push it up. If you had push up windows like that, you've either got a really, really posh house or a really, really, really old gaff. What am I doing here? Oh, I could. I was gonna say I could Mystic Sanctuary, a counterspell back on top, but I don't think that does a whole lot. So I'm going to attack with this. I know that leaves me open here potentially, but I have the Echoing Decay, so I'm hoping if there's something good here. Now what I think I want to do is I'm going to just leave it like this. That's actually very interesting. If they flunge everything in to try and get Monarch for like one turn, we can really blow them out here. Yeah, let's try that. Alright. Let's try it. I mean, what's the worst that's gonna happen, right? Alright, cool. Time to absolutely eat their board. And then, yeah, they're left with one creature. We killed them. Yeah, honestly, not a single person I know has a unit like that or whatever, you know? Yeah, nothing here is good. Nothing here is good at all for that kind of stuff. That was a terrible draw, but like, I'll take it. Yeah, let's just mash in here. 8 damage. 8 damage. We've a fan over here, and literally all it does is it just blows air around. It doesn't do anything. We see these all the time here, but they're literally just like desk fans. Do I want a Mystic Sanctuary and them back on top? Yeah, I do. I want a Mystic Sanctuary counter spell back up. Because when you mix that with Monarch, that means I'm getting a counter spell back to basically lock them out of the game, which feels pretty good. It super feels bad though, because you know what's happening and there's nothing you can do about it. But yeah, like if they put anything back on top here, it's not going to do anything for them. Nothing I'm aware of would save them here. I mean, if they have a cantrip and then Tragic Lesson, but I don't know what they can get. Mystic Sanctuary seems like a mistake. Possibly. The thing is, honestly, it's a sweet effect that's really cool, and I'm glad we have it. Pretty much. There are one or two things where it can be a little much. Like for example, in Modern, oh god, it's a nightmare. It's a nightmare in Modern. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like putting this, like if this was put into like a commander set or something at common, I would have been totally fine with it. But honestly, yeah, no. Fetch is able, yeah, exactly. It's actually made I don't know if you've seen it, but there is now a blue-white counterbalance deck in. Do I want to counter that? I don't think I do. There's a blue-white counterbalance deck now in Modern, and it's gross because your opponent goes, oh yeah, it's time to cast. You're trying to cast a spell. Well, counterbalance with the counterbalance trigger on the stack. I'm gonna crack this fetch. I'm gonna get a Mystic Sanctuary, and I'm gonna put the spell with the same CMC back on top of the library, so I get a free counterspell. And then I also get to draw that card, which is also probably another counterspell or another decent card. And you're like, this sucks. This sucks. I don't like this anymore. Getting another counterspell there was clutch, because if they have removal spell, counterspell, it's the only way they can beat us. Yeah, sweet. Sideboarding, and I have 11 minutes to win a game. Okay, we can do this. We can do it. I don't think I want to sideboard anything. No, that's not true. I think I want to get rid of Thorn, to be honest. It's not good, especially if we're going to be on the draw. Stormbound Geist, yeah, probably. Levadan Birchet, agreed. And they run attack to use the Wilderness Rack and Yorion. Gross. Huge pile of counter spells. And next is an arrow. For the deck is Mystic Sanctuary. Yeah, the Mystic Sanctuary deck is kind of the thing, yeah. Like when it comes to Pauper, the three main pillars now are Mystic Sanctuary decks, Core Skyfisher decks, and then Tron decks. Cryptic Command, yeah, it's gross. It's disgusting. I could probably pitch an Augur. I don't know what I want to take in here. Well, Dispel anyway, yes. Dispel, yes. Yeah, I can see myself bringing in Relic. Echoing Decay kind of sucks, to be perfectly honest. This is kind of garbo. So let's get rid of that. Maybe we just bring in an Edict, and get rid of this, and like, yeah, we'll bring in 2 Edicts, something like that. That seems fine. Yeah, see, like that's a perfectly fine card for Commander, like you said. Just need an arrow and you can keep your opponent trapped forever. Yeah, pretty much. It's weird how control decks are now able to comfortably beat Tron decks, which is historically like one of their worst matchups, because Tron's like, yeah, okay, you can counter my stuff, that's fine, but eventually you'll run out of counters. I won't run out of problems. You know? So it's weird. And here's the thing, if the shift changes, let me tell you now, if the shift changes so that control now beats Tron, um, we're in for a worse time. We're in for a worse time. All that's going to happen is you're still going to play against an egregious deck or have an awful game. It's just going to take 100 times longer because it's control and not just lol turn 3 I win. I would sooner just die on turn 3 and then be like, you know what, yeah, whatever, fine, next game, than like sit through a like 5% to win this after a certain point game against control and then be like, well, I hate this. You know, it's great landfall decks for Yarok. Yeah. Grand scheme having one counter every turn. Yeah, not very impactful. No. No, God. Pitch this. Hope for the best. Let's go. Don't die over me. Oh, yeah. There we go. Is it good in EDH? Absolutely. Is it busted? God, no. Oh yeah, I mean, like I never like complain about like players playing a specific deck, particularly if they're professionals or they just like it. If you like it, that's fine. The thing is, like, people are allowed hate things too, so you know, it's just understanding like having a certain level of respect. You know, like you can be like, no, I can appreciate that you think that way or whatever, but you need to also be able to appreciate the fact that I can tell you that I think you're a fucking idiot, you know, or that you fucking hate something or whatever, you know, like just because someone, like, if you think someone has made a terrible decision, for example, you can respect the fact that they have made a decision, but you can also think that they're stupid, you know, like that's not disrespecting them, that's just your opinion then too, you know. But yeah, it's all down to that, like a slight tangent, but it's along those same lines, you know, like you can 100% you can 100% like playing those decks, but you know, you also need to be able to go, well, you know, if someone turns around and is like, I fucking hate that, you got to be able to be like, well, yeah, fair. Okay. You know. So, as I learned from playing Storm and people just being jerks to me, yeah, it's all good. It's all good. You want to hate on it? That's fine. You go right ahead. I'm not gonna stop you. Yeah, like if someone turns around and is like, "Oh, it's bullshit," I'd be like, "All right, cool. You're entitled to your opinion." It's not going to change the storm count, though, you know? Like, exactly, yeah, it's a game. I'm going to get the other island for Deprive here, I think. I think is more important to me right now. Yeah, that's it. Just a game. Just a game. It's not even necessarily just to do with Magic either. Like, it's to do with anything. You know, if someone hates something, cool, that's fine. It's nothing written anywhere saying that you have to like anything, so you know. You love the awful, horrible Tron deck and Pauper. If you play Pauper and played it, you leave it out if we were to play a casual game. Cause, you know, yeah. I mean, well, that's the thing. Like, even though you know that I hate that Tron deck or whatever, I know that you like it. So I'd be like, you know what? If you want to play it in a casual game, that's fine. You know. I will know I personally hate it, sure, but I also know when to concede against it. So if I'm like, oh, you gotta lock up and I'm like 2% to win here, sure, whatever. Let's go to the next game. That's perfectly fine. But oh god, what do I do here? What do I do? I'm several turns behind at this point. Like, I've got a nice threat, but like, what does that do? The game, and either A, having fun, so relax, or B, it's some tournament, which, sorry, I brought the better deck. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Okay, oh, this feels terrible. Do I want to potentially counter it? Bless you. Do I want to counter what is going on here? I think I want to get the Augur out. Because I think next turn, this gives us more information, basically. Brainstorm, not terrible here, actually. Not terrible. One of the reasons I don't like playing on Arena recently is because of the way that Arena is designed to be competitive. You know, like it's as expensive, if not more expensive, to make a janky deck than it is to make a tier 1 deck. So therefore, more people are going to pick up a tier 1 deck and just do well with it than they are to play janky decks, and that kind of kills part of the magic of, well, magic for me. But like, yeah, it's one of the reasons why I don't like it. And sometimes we'll just go to, you know, Magic Online to just do whatever, or like that. Like, I've been looking more at EDH and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, I kind of like this. And also another reason why I really enjoy Pauper, because all of the decks are just as cheap, which means that it doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. It's like, whatever, it's fine. Like, I'll build a janky deck, it still just costs me 20 quid. I don't care, you know. Which is fantastic, you know. DM later so you can play EDH. Hells yeah. Spellbomb? Yeah, sure. Do whatever you want. Whatever you want. I don't care. I don't care. Super cheap and silly. Yeah, it's great. See, this is the thing, because people don't feel like, first of all, because it's cheap, people don't feel like, oh god, I really need to do blah, 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 I need to invest in a good deck because otherwise I'm going to waste my time and money or whatever. You can just do whatever and it doesn't matter. It's fine. It's great. But then you've got, like, I'm gonna have to probably brainstorm at some point here, I think, and fetch possibly end of turn. But yeah, also, like, it, because it's so cheap, people don't mind, you know, buying the decks and trying them out and stuff. But then also just being like, oh, what about if I try this in this deck, or I try that strategy or something, and it's something different, and then, you know, it just works, then great. But if it doesn't work, the only thing you've really spent is a bit of time, and if you've enjoyed that time in finding something out about the deck or whatever you're doing, then there's no loss at all, really, you know. It's good. Again, trying so hard to say coherent things while also not losing a game. Oh, it's like the hardest thing in the world. Why do I stream? Dreams been ruined with shady business decisions. Favorite commanders: Reaper King and Yennet. Nice. Reaper King deck isn't some efficiency deck of changelings, all scarecrows and multiple other things. Halloween theme cards, cool. Okay, I think I want to brainstorm here. Brainstorm. If they counter this, I'm all good with it. I really don't care. Okay, let's put back Evolving Wilds, and I think Deprive, and then let's fetch. Favorites right now are Brago, Tuvasa, Teza, and Verena. Cool. Oh, you jerk! You jerk! Oh, that's not something I played around. Oh god, okay. That's likely game over. Oh god. Need a land. Untapped land. Untapped mana source. Untapped mana source. Untapped mana source. What? Okay, sure. That, yeah. Just built a gadget deck, some stuff you had lying around. It's just Haymaker Tribal. Or lower life gain. Why? Things getting stolen. This is bullshit. I said untap mana source. My deck delivered. Okay. Okay, Scott, take it easy. Take it easy. Alright, yeah, okay. Crack. Laura has felt. Kinda. That's the kind of deck that I used to play like years ago, and then realized that like I again, this is all entirely like personal taste and stuff, but I absolutely prefer to be like proactive and doing fun stuff than being the person to be like nah. It's just more fun when everyone's doing stuff personally, but again, if you like it, you like it. You do you. Honestly, I've only ever played against Laura one time and never played with it myself, so I can't really gauge. But it was pretty awful, to be honest. So yeah, yeah, that's likely. It's likely. I'm gonna have a hard time killing this angler. I just know it. I think I'm gonna try and bait a counterspell on this, because I don't think I care too much about it. Not at this point in time, anyway. So what happens if I... let me think. So, this turn, I think I'll just get rid of the swamp. Sure. Okay, I think I want to do this on their upkeep. The card and the candy. Alright, do or die, let's go. So they have to have double counterspell here. If they do, fair enough. If they don't, fuck yeah. But if they have a double, if they've one counterspell on those three cards, we're borked. We are borked. They have it. They always have. Ooh, it's always Dispel, isn't it? It's always Dispel. Yep. Well, at least we got two more looks at finding a way to not die in the next turn. But at least what this means is they've tapped out pretty low on their turn, which means that if we do find something with one of these two, like another Edict, we're likely to be able to get it to resolve. We know they don't have Counterspell. They could have another Dispel. We'll see. See how this turn goes. Okay, now they've got double. Putting the Counterspell back on top. Yeah, this is them trying to lock up the game now. So, we'll see what we get. Alright, not terrible timing. Sure. Bottom drop. Technically doesn't have a stat, but also not really good enough. Oh god, really? There's the Dispel. Well, can't use it now. We gotta stop on their upkeep again, because we know they've a counterspell on top of the deck, so we have to use it at upkeep or we die. This does not feel good at all. We're in trouble. We're in a lot of trouble. Our hand was just terrible, to be honest. Our hand was terrible from the start, and as you can see, like we sort of fell behind a little bit, and unlike game one where we were able to claw back a little bit, they just maintained that little bit of advantage to the point that we just... Oh, they just had another one anyway. Ah, sure, look, you're dead. Ripping in peps. Ripping in them peps. Yeah. Alright, we're dead. No blockers. Okay, so we've 2 minutes to win a game. Not likely. Let's go. Honestly, that felt like game 3. This is the last game, and it's probably going to come to timing out, and not Not amazing. Not super happy about that. But hey, look, it's all good. It's fine, really. The deck's been fun, though, I will say. The deck has been fun. It's had a lot of decision points. And decks with decision trees that branch out very, very far are decks that I quite like. Mostly for the galaxy brain feel when you win games. But also, once you're comfortable with the deck, you feel like you can just take it to anything and just do well. It just feels real good like that. Like, it's kind of like the opposite to aggro decks in that sense, because if you play an aggro deck, if you pick up an aggro deck and you just start playing, as long as you're a half decent player, like you're like, yeah, I can definitely get somewhere with this. I can run with this, you know, and I can get a good enough result. See me with the white jeans deck like 2 weeks ago or whatever it was. But the longer you play with it, not always, but the longer you play with it, generally, you find that I find anyway that my confidence wanes in the deck. You know, like people are, you know, more aware, like whether it's people are more aware of it or what, I don't know, but it feels like the longer I play with an aggressive deck, the weaker it feels. Whereas the opposite is true with a deck like this. At first you're like, yeah, it's kind of cool, it's alright, and then if you know it inside out, if you know this deck inside out, you've 1,000 reps with it, like, you feel unstoppable. You feel basically unstoppable. It's so good. But I think the next deck that I'm going to run on a Pauper stream, I believe, is and it might actually be Monday, because I'm going to be streaming before the ban and restricted announcement, and I am not playing standard or historic before that ban and restricted announcement happens. I might do one of the Boros decks, either Boros Monarch or Boros Bully. Probably Boros Bully because it's a little more aggressive. It's a little more my stream of my feel, you know. But yeah, it's fun and it's good. It is 6:20 in the evening. Jesus, what's happened here? What's going on with our opponent? Oh, jeez. What happened there? Wait, is everything just frozen? Alright, cool. Well, I guess that was weird. Yeah, I'd love to play first, very quickly. Sure, keep. This is going to be terrible. And it's good to have you here too, Emily. Good to have you here too. Hope everything is okay over in where you are yourself. I know that things are pretty screwed a lot of places right now, but know that if you ever need to hang out somewhere and feel like things are kind of okay, we can do that. Just chill out here. Spell bomb. That's fine. That's fine. Interesting choice. Interesting choice of words. Using interesting. Okay, I'm going to play a snow-covered island, and I think I'm going to brainstorm and cycle Ash Barrens. Get rid of the brainstorm. Get rid of the. I think I actually want to get rid of the relic here, and then cycle this. Should probably have kept up this spell, but like the chances of them having something that I want to, that's instant speed that I want to counter them doing on their main phase, not huge. Very big into activism, unfortunately. As a disabled person lives nowhere near what is happening. That's yeah, keeping distracted is generally a pretty good strategy. Honestly, for a lot of things right now, like obviously it is always important to try and be, you know, involved where possible. But sometimes you just need to, just for for your own mental state or whatever it might be. Sometimes you just need to not be, basically. But yeah, everybody knows themselves better, and whatever is the right thing to do is the right thing to do. This is obviously coming from, white male, so take that with as much privilege as I have. I don't know, like, I know that generally speaking words like this tend to mean very little coming from someone like me, as opposed to someone that would be oppressed or otherwise. So I guess at least I'm aware of it. That's not really much to go by, but better than nothing, I suppose. I don't know. That's it. Signal boost. Donate where possible. Yep. You're spot on. I think I'm gonna rollick. I don't want them to have a Gurmag Angler ever. That would be great, I think. But I don't think it really matters because I'm gonna die before timeout, so. They have a Gurmag Angler. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. This is a bit weird for me because of my hand currently, but it might be okay. This is a very weird hand because I don't want to crack Relic because then that basically strands the Gurmags in my hand against the counterspell deck, which is very bad. The Mystic Sanctuary, okay, well, now kind of doesn't matter. So I think I now just pop this. This is a very weird game. I really wish we didn't have a time for this one. As in, I wish we didn't have the timer, because I would really love to see how this pans out. But I don't see it going well yet. But at the same time, sure, this doesn't do anything. I guess we just jam the Stormbound Geist and hope for the best. Alright, no attackers. Stormbound. Oh, no counter spells. Oh, we might have actually done okay in this game. They had nothing to stop there. So they'd obviously have 6 through the turn. Very, very interesting. Tragic Lesson? Sure. Sure. We're unfortunately got a timeout again. Mostly because of my talking. But, it's all good. Okay. I'm gonna die during their declare attacker step. Or on my draw step. Yep, there we go. Rip and peps. So what did we learn today from the deck? Well, there's a lot of it going around. We played the mirror twice. We played against zombies once, which was close, but yeah, not quite. The deck is fun and good. It is obviously pretty popular, like I said, at the moment, because of numerous reasons. It absolutely dunks on Tron, and Boros is nowhere to be seen because Tron has just been, well, dunking on it. And they're, like I said earlier on, they're the pillars of the format. So yeah, it's in a very good spot right now. If I was to if I was a betting man and I was to hedge on like what deck should you run now, I would personally probably suggest an aggressively slanted Boros deck to try and combat something like this, because this does not deal particularly well with aggressive strategies. It's pretty evident by the fact that there are 2 Suffocating Fumes in the main deck. This is a very good upgrade for this deck that had come out in Ikoria, because these kind of decks, like I said, don't normally deal very well with aggressive strategies, and a lot of aggressive strategies in Pauper tend to have like 1 or 2 toughness. So things out of the board like Electricity are really good, or Suffocating Fumes in the main deck is now very good because it is amazing in the right matchups and terrible in the bad matchups. Or sorry, it is amazing in the right matchups, but in the wrong matchups it is terrible, but at least it cycles. So I think this is in a good spot. I am not personally a huge fan of the Echoing Decays right now. I would probably go with something more along the lines of maybe Chainer's Edicts or something. Maybe even just Diabolic Edicts. But I think Chainer's Edict, because again, there's a lot of this deck going around. So I think I'd probably, if I was to play this now, I would tack to face this deck. So I would probably, honestly, I'd probably run like 2 Chainer's Edicts, because of the sorcery speed. It gets around Dispel. We saw a lot of Dispels today. But yeah, it's fun. It's very fun. It is one of the best decks in the format. Like I said, it's one of the pillars. It is... If there's a deck where you want to work on your sequencing, or learn a strategy, or learn the strategies of Pauper and the different archetypes and stuff and how best to fight them, this is a great deck for it. Really good deck for it, because again, if you're new to the format, you have a hard time with things like Tron, but this is a good matchup against Tron, so it should be handy enough, so you can sort of ease your way in. Now, some of the matchups, like I said, will be kind of bad because you're not great against aggressive decks, and that's okay, but this is a good start. I think this is a good deck to pick up and just start with if you like this style of deck. But it's one of the more, I would argue it's one of the more difficult decks, because there are a lot of lines and stuff. Generally speaking, most Brainstorm decks are very difficult, because you need to know how to work Brainstorm. I still don't know how to work Brainstorm properly. I know the general heuristics and stuff, but no, it's still hard. It's still hard. But yeah, that is it for me today, everybody. Let me just jump on over to my beautiful face. It's not that beautiful. It's real sweaty right now. But thank you, everybody, for coming along. Thank you very much to Batface and Baron's Eye for the subs. Thank you kindly. And to everybody earlier that spammed me to drink water. I'm now very well hydrated. But that is it for myself. If you jump over to my Twitter at Savantier, if you're not yet following me there, please do. There is a pinned tweet with my stream schedule and a link tree to all of the things that you might need to check out, like my Patreon, my donation links, all that sort of stuff. YouTube, all of it is over there. If you missed any of this and want to catch it again, the VOD will be on the channel and you'll be able to see it on YouTube tomorrow. But until next time, everybody, stay safe, take it easy, wash your goddamn hands, and keep on janking.